night, screens glowing blue. Got the facts in my headlights. Commonwealth tripping, but the truth stay calm. 𝗵𝗄𝗃 and 𝗬𝗟𝗃, I'ma read them like Psalms. KP throwing shade from a broke down porch, but the files in my lap like a flame to a torch. I don't raise my voice, I just let the game speak. Steady with the grind while the crooked run weak.
We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks, they can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just ride a slow grind.
Midnight oil burning, pen hit the pad slow. Every word cut clean like the rims on the 6-4. From Boston to Brockton, the whispers all hum. Turtle boys riding in the reckoning gon' come. Lally in the back room, 𝗵𝗄𝗃 on the phone. Trying to twist the narrative, but they can't postpone. I'm just sipping on the facts while the city play pretend. True, got no curfew, I'ma run it to the end. See, this ain't about fame, this about that long game. You can duck, you can weave, but the truth still call your name.
We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks, they can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just riding slow, gliding. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks, they can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just riding slow, guys. We just call hoes down to the city blocks. We just riding slow, guys.
My name is Aidan Kearney,
known online as
𝗕𝗏boy, and is a senior editor for
TBDailynews.com.
They call me
Dr. 𝗄𝗏boy.
It's my preferred pronoun. Daddy.
What's up, Daddy?
Journalism Jesus. Timothy Kearney.
The one and only 𝗄𝗏boy.
𝗕𝗏boy.
What's up, Slick?
The doctor is here.
This guy's a bad motherfucker.
That's quite the intro.
I've broken a lot of major stories. I've been doing it for about 11 years. I used to be a high school teacher.
𝗕𝗏boy has changed a lot over the years. I was once a blogger, but now I'm much more accurately known as an award-winning journalist, a satirist, and an activist. Boom!
They're screaming your name here.
You're the crowd daddy.
Crazy. People either love me or hate me.
Listen, Turtle, all right?
But either way, they're watching.
Don't make such fun of the criminal justice system.
Stop it. I'm never gonna stop. This fight's just getting started. Now let's get this party started. Yo! 41,000 feet, motherfuckers. I'm from Lynn, yo. From the streets. I'm from the streets. We're up here, and I know all about Shirley Max. My boys from the streets told me all about it. But yo, check this out. Check this out. Yo, BLT, tell me about your feelings. Oh yeah, whenever I get kind of backed into a corner, I want to just end it all. but it's only at convenient times when people are being mean to me or just kind of want attention, and I'm not getting attention, and I get attention by just talking about my brother. And I only bring that up when I'm kind of like losing an argument or something like that. I bring it up, and then you feel bad for me, and then you like me as a result of that. I do it all the time. Oh, that's great. How about you, Crawford? How's things going with you? Things are going great. Never been better. We're killing it. We're killing it. I'm going to be on Nina later. Oh, man. Turbo's crashing out. He doesn't have the views. His views might be up. He might be, I might be only getting 100 people in my chat, but do you see all the comments? They're real. It's not fake. They're real. Unlike his, it was all fake. Okay. All right. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my version of the petty stream this morning on Turtle Club, or not Turtle Club, Bus Stop Live. We had a good time there breaking down that. That was fun. I had a lot of fun doing that this morning. And tomorrow, if you guys missed it, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock on the Glares channel, we are going to be doing a petty stream fundraiser for the Legal Defense Fund. It's my first Glare Petty officially. So I get to see what it's all about. And it's going to be fun. Usually he does these on members only for the petties, but for me, it's going to be open to the public. It's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. Okay, cool. Anyway, welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. My YouTube presentation. My name is Aidan Kearney. I'm an award-winning journalist, but you can call me a variety of nicknames if you'd like, up to and including 𝗵𝗻𝗄𝗎𝗍 Kearney. That's my true crime name. You can call me Journalism Jesus. It's my spiritual name. You can call me 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗏. Old school turtle riders call me that. You can call me Turtle Boy if you want. A lot of people just call me Turtle Boy. You can call me Turtle Tits. I like that one. You can call me Teebs. You can call me Turts. You can call me, I prefer Dr. Turtle Boy because it's my preferred pronoun. Because if Jared Welch is a doctor, why shouldn't I be a doctor too? You can call me Daddy if you like. For some people, that might be weird. But for others, I might find it fun, flirtatious, playful, all that stuff. Hell, you can call me different kinds of daddy if you like. You can call me, crowd daddy, theater daddy, brow daddy, daytime daddy, Mr. Media daddy, Saint daddy, drama daddy, formerly drama-free daddy, and of course, fridge daddy, because I will fix any fridge you want. And let me tell you, speaking of fixing fridges, an interesting tweet. They're very obsessed with me. Some of these people, bro, they're very obsessed. I'm going to bring this up. My Twitch watt. Check this out. So, we'll get to that in a moment too. Look at this one. Whoever this Captain Morgan T, they follow me. Okay. And they go, how does this guy, they get so mad. How does this guy get women again? Look at this guy. It makes him so mad. Who said that? Who said that? I never said that. What's your, what am I supposed to be, a virgin? I go, we all know. Stop it. And someone did an AI, somebody asked Grok, and it was the funniest answer. But we don't need to get into that. We don't need to get into what Grok said. But anyway, there was another funny one I saw. Let's see. They're so mad today. Oh, this is Grant. Grant was on Melon. Things I'd never thought I'd see before in my lifetime. Turning on Melanie Little and seeing Grant Smith Ellis rolling a blunt. Now, I listened to a lot of this today. I watched them break down the Crawford interview with Krusty, so I didn't have to watch it. And unfortunately, I do, Grant's really smart, okay? He's very smart. The problem is the tangents, okay? The problem is once he gets into like conspiracy Grant and he starts going down the holes and we get completely off topic, that's when I'm like, okay. Once we start getting into like the human trafficking and the sex trafficking, and Higgins is doing sex trafficking, and that's when I'm lost. That's when I'm like, okay, I'll get me off this one. I'm happy to have Grant on our side. He It's a free country. Say whatever you want, whatever. He's actually really smart. But when he starts hitting the guy, more blunts he smokes, then I'm like, okay, we're getting a little off topic here. Getting a little bit off topic here. But whatever. So you can, it's interesting. Anyway, we can talk. I don't even want to talk about his stupid interview with Krusty, because it's like, why even give either of those attention-starved losers exactly what they want, which is attention. I just don't see the need for it. You know, if she says anything useful for us to use in court, then we'll use it. But other than that, all that bitch wants is attention. So I say, why give it to her? You know what I mean? So people like, no, he was amazing today, Caroline says. Amazing. Okay. Well, teach their own. And, you know, I'm not a Grant hater, but, you know, I don't like the tangents is when I'm like, okay, can we focus here? Can we focus on one thing at a time? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I listened to, we're going to have to talk about this one on tomorrow's petty stream with Will. I started listening to this today. It was a petty stream hosted by Nina from Switzerland, who now thinks Kearney might be guilty. I don't know. And what'd she say? And
local friends.
I'm going to pick a random spot. And just
because he doesn't have any more. I don't know. I mean,
it's just about me.
𝗕𝗁𝗄𝗃. Yeah.
𝗕𝗁𝗄𝗃.
Yeah, but will 𝗕𝗁𝗄𝗃 come forward? And because he didn't.
What?
Yeah. Right?
What? Yeah. Why are you talking about 𝗕𝗁𝗄𝗃?
I don't know.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like that's your jury pool, bro. That you're going after your jury pool. And I'm not saying like James Jackson or 𝗵𝗲𝗄𝗃 or Lucky or Brandy or whoever is going to be on the jury pool, but people that know them and like them might be.
Except and they don't like. I mean, what friends does he have who support him? Local friends. Because he doesn't have any more. I don't know. I mean, he has 𝗕𝗁𝗄𝗃. Yeah. But will 𝗕𝗁𝗄𝗃 come
leave 𝗕𝗁𝗄𝗃 alone
because he didn't.
Leave 𝗕𝗁𝗄𝗃 alone.
Right?
Yeah.
The genius, we call him. He's the genius.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck with that.
Okay.
I mean,
it's crazy.
Eventually, an adult has to step in the room.
And I think, Mikey, that his lawyers, they're telling him that. I mean, they're telling him he just doesn't listen. He thinks he's going to take the stand, and he will. It's his choice. It's not the lawyer's choice.
Do you think he will?
Yeah, he will, 100%.
I mean, that would be the worst thing to ever do.
Against advice of the lawyer.
The worst.
Oh yeah.
Against the advice.
That would be the worst thing he ever does.
They've got it all figured out.
Going down. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm not feeling bad.
And you know what I like about it? I gotta say this. I'm profiting off your trial, Aidan.
Yeah, that's true.
So fuck you, bro. Like seriously, that's the bottom line at this point. Like if Will's profiting off your fucking bullshit, I'm gonna take some money too, bro.
Yeah.
And the difference between Will and I is, I'll admit it, he won't.
Oh yeah.
Will is done.
No,
Will is done. Will is a joke. Little boy's a joke. Will is a joke. We all know it. We all know
no credibility. You know what's funny too is they talk about their numbers. They keep talking about their numbers, the numbers.
And like we all here, we don't even care about the numbers.
I want to make an observation about that.
Yeah,
he cares.
We're just watching.
Their numbers have been going down.
Ooh.
But the second thing is, if you actually look at the chats, JFK is burying them.
Oh, JFK
and
burying me.
It's no wonder.
Yeah.
Like the people that watch JFK love him.
Yes.
Love him.
And he, I mean, the super chats are crazy.
All 200.
2/3 of the people that are watching out of their 1,500, 2,000, 3,000 people watching, they hate them. That's why the chat is moving.
You guys hate me?
That's why
you guys hate me.
You look at the numbers and you're like, a lot of us YouTubers that are in on this, this world and understand how this shit works. We're looking at it. We all say this. So like, do you notice they always have the same amount of live viewers, but the chat doesn't seem like it?
Yeah.
And a lot of the handles are gone. Like a lot of the people who used to be diehard turtle artists, they're not there anymore.
Where'd they
Yeah,
go?
they're coming back to watch it. They're coming back to our chats.
Yeah, and
wow, they're going back to his chats.
Yeah. What happened to all the moderators?
He's killing it.
People.
The only mods left are like just the lady from Charlestown, and then like just some other YouTubers. Like he doesn't even have. He even lost like the low level moderators that
Who they lose?
Where are they?
Right.
Where'd they go?
Like people are falling off. That you can tell by the chat. It almost seems artificial, but I don't think it's artificial. A lot of people think it's bots and things. I don't think it's that. You know what I think it is?
What?
Half the people, if not more, hate him and they hate watch.
They hate watch.
So they're not commenting.
Yeah.
What?
They're not sending super chats.
Okay, we're gonna get to the bottom of this right now. Actually, we can prove this. We're gonna prove this. The cope is wrong. Like they have to tell themselves that like I'm failing. It's the only thing that they can. They just have to reassure themselves over and over again that like we're doing great. He's failing. Nobody likes him, you know? It's how they cope. This is the definition of cope. Let me see. Let me start a poll here. So this is anonymous. So like if you are, are you hate watching? I'm just going to be like, do you hate me? Or like, I'm going to be, are you hate watching me? Are you hate watching me? Yes or no? If you are hate watching me, click yes. If you're not, then click no. Let's see how many people vote. Let's see what we got here. So we have how many people watching right now on YouTube? 3,600 people. Okay. Smash that subscribe button. Let's see what people say. Are you hate watching me? Because Crawford says most people are hate watching me and it's artificial. Like you guys aren't even real. So let's see what the chat says. Let's see what the chat says. The chat says 95% say no, 5% say yes. And that's fine. That's about what I figured. There's definitely going to be some hate watchers, but 5% ain't that much. I challenge Jess Machado to do the same poll on hers or Crawford or any of these people. And I challenge any of them to put up a similar poll on theirs. Keep it up the whole show and just say, are you hate watching right now? Because that will test, because it's all anonymous. You don't have to put your name out there. You don't have to go in the chat and say you're hate watching. You can just vote. Yeah, I'm hate watching right now. That would be a really interesting study to do if every content creator just put a poll up saying, are you hate watching right now? And just see who gets the highest percentage of yes. I'd be curious. So mine right now is at 6% out of 1,500 voters. But I thought the viewers were fake. You know, I got 1,500 votes in. I mean, where are all these people coming from? I mean, a lot of people love watching. I feel like it's fun. Can we just listen to him for a few minutes? I'm not going to make the whole show about him. I promise. I want to get to the McAlberts, but this is entertaining. You have to admit. Crawford going on something called Nina from Switzerland's Twitter thing. Like, this is fun. This is it. And then talking about how he's killing it. Like this is a crash out we've never seen before.
Sometimes I don't watch him like regularly. I see clips.
Every once in a while, you might just want to check in. What's going on.
I'm not
And you're not making any comments. Yeah, you're not sending a Venmo.
No.
And how many of those Venmos are even real that he gets? Those stupid
turtle
chats.
I said
the turtle chats are fake.
A lot of them are fake. We know that. We know that he does that.
Yeah.
We know that.
He has people to send it, or he send it to himself and then reads his own message. So
Wait. I send them to myself and I read my own message. They're fake. I'm gonna show you the turtle chats tonight. I can show you. It's really simple. I could read them, I guess, but like we know he knows it. He does. He's not just guessing. He knows it. But he's doing great, guys. He's doing great. He lost, he lost Bettero. Nobody watches him anymore. Things are going great though. Everybody's coming back. Everyone. He's noticing. He doesn't watch my show, but he's seen the chat and he notices who's not there anymore. But he doesn't watch it, but he knows who's not in the chat, and they're coming back to him. Everything's turning up Crawford now. Everything.
Sorry, that's so obvious.
Yep.
It's like the fake bus stop. Sorry, and I'm not saying he's not going to the bus stop, but it's fake because
it's a gimmick.
Yes, it's just for the show. He's not caring about his kids. He's caring about his dream.
What?
I mean, that's the whole sad thing.
That's why it's fake.
Nina, dear, I started the bus stop live after I got arrested. The whole point was, in case they tried to arrest me again, I wanted to get it on live. That's why I started doing it at the bus stop, and it's just become a fun tradition out of it. So no, I'm not doing it for my kids or anything like that. I'm doing it because if they want to, last time they arrested me at the bus stop. So I figured next time they try to arrest me, we'll also be at the bus stop. And then there's that,
That's the whole sad thing about Aidan, though.
Oh,
like this is a guy with 2 kids.
Yeah.
This is a guy with a ex-wife. This is a guy that has a house, and he had a future. Where a guy like 𝗵𝗃, he's got nothing.
Yeah.
So he's got nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Turtle should have something that he should be concerned about.
Ooh.
And I think that's what makes him actually more relatable than someone like 𝗵𝗃. I think that's why Machado does pretty well, because she's a parent. People relate to that. I sometimes talk about sometimes. Yeah. I sometimes watch her and say, shit, should I be talking more about my family life? But I don't want to do that. I don't want to include them to the drama. Yeah. But that's people.
No one wants to hear about your 80-year-old girlfriend, dude. Nobody cares.
People do like that. And you know what else? It's like, but that's also a reason why you should have some guardrails. Like, You have a life. Galera doesn't have a life.
Right.
I expect it. Turtle, you got a lot to lose, bro.
Oh yeah.
Those kids are gonna grow up without you for a while if you don't. You know, it's like, what the fuck you doing, bro?
He doesn't care about
does
his
that?
fucking kids. Give me a break.
Pretty much.
No.
It seems like it.
He doesn't
No,
care
he
about his
doesn't, and that's
kids.
why I'm angry at this
I love
fucking
my
fake
kids.
bust up thing, because he's
She's
pretending
mad.
to care about his kids, but he doesn't. It's not about the kids. It's about him.
What?
The police didn't arrest him in front of his kids. They waited until the bus went
It's right there. It's on the
to the
body
school.
cam.
The kids were not
What?
there.
To the
He's
school?
trying to say that they
Nina, dear, did you watch the body cam footage? The bus is right there. There's actually a daycare right next to our house that stops at, picks up like 20 kids. It was right there. That's the bus. His kids hate him. Oh no! See, a lot of people would. That's very rude. I agree with that. That's rude. A lot of people would be worried, like get pissed about stuff like that. What the fuck do I care about some retard from Switzerland has to say about anything? Like, she doesn't know me. What am I gonna get mad about this? She doesn't know me. Bro, I love my kids. I like more than anything on earth. Like anything. Like that's more than you can imagine, right? And the feeling is mutual. I hope. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's definitely mutual. Even if they don't show it all the time, because they like to be cool. But you know, we don't need to defend that. So it's like that means meaningless to me. This person doesn't know me. Does Crawford has no kids? Like, what's he talking about? His girlfriend has been menopausal for like 30 years now. Like, no joke. So of course he's got no kids, and that's okay.
They arrested me in front of my kids, and they're so wild. That's not what happened.
What?
The kids weren't there; they were gone. So that's why the fake bust up. It's a fake bust up, because the police didn't do that, and that's why I'm not buying his bullshit lies.
What?
And that's why it makes me angry, because he uses his kids to spread a narrative that's not true.
What?
And yeah, I'm calling him out. Sorry, and you'd call him out, and everyone calls him out right now. And that's good, because we don't buy this shit anymore. And his fake turtle chats. Why not no super chats? Because he monetized, right?
Why have turtle chats instead of super chats? Because they take 30%. Why would I want YouTube to take 30% when I can just keep that, Nina? Wouldn't that make more sense? I like money. I don't know about you, Nina, but go. What else? What else?
And they're not scary. Like his crew.
Ooh.
It's funny. Like
Yeah,
that. Like
you just
I used to actually be a little like worry of that crew, but now I just look at them and like these are the dudes who fucking want to get in a fist fight with you, and their shoes are tied together.
I mean,
Like they trip over their own shoes. Like they can't even. They're the most amateur hack group, and they're weak. They're weak.
Yeah.
They're the biggest losers ever.
Boomers.
It's like you need like a 500 of them to compete against one of me. You know, come on.
I mean, these trolls are so low class. I mean, they're so funny. I don't even care about these fucking trolls. Come after me. I don't care.
I love it actually.
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
don't
I tell them to fuck off, and then they
don't
cry.
even know who you
And they
are.
get upset when I block
No one
them.
knows
And it's
who you
like,
are.
you got blocked because you offer nothing in my life. I'm looking at your timeline, and there's nothing of value
Get out of
that
it.
you bring to my life. Why would I want to friggin' have you?
Right, and they're not even passionate anymore. I mean, they tried once, and then you just either ignore them, you respond, and you just I don't know.
I love to whack them once.
Yeah, and then they
see them
don't
cry
even
and
cry
block
anymore.
or mute.
They
Yeah,
give up. They give up.
Yeah,
They're like,
I know they do.
okay, let's.
I enjoy it though, because if they, for me, I'm a YouTuber. If they're coming at me, right, and they're talking about me and they're targeting me, that means I'm winning. That's why I enjoy it so much.
Yeah,
because I know what it is.
He's winning.
Yeah. Fucking Melanie Little's
They
playing my
already
stream
lost
right now with Grant Smith Ellis, and they look like they look like it's like, are you shitting me?
Yeah.
And why? Because I got the interview that they're too afraid to do.
What's the
like
interview?
Melanie, I was just saying this. Like, are you afraid to interview Kate Peter?
No.
Like, are you?
it's
Is
a waste
it
of
Kate that
time.
you're afraid of, or is it Turtle you're afraid of? Like, I'm just wondering because
She's
she
just
played
for the money.
she played it on her show, but she won't actually do it herself.
She's just for the money? Then wouldn't I? First of all, why are you acting like Crusty Panties is some big score of an interview? She's an internet troll, bro. You interviewed an internet troll whose life mission is to put Karen Reed and me in jail. That's it. That's her entire identity. You got the big interview. We're all really impressed by that scoop there.
And she has all the time in the world. So I'm just wondering, like, what the
She
issue is.
doesn't care. She's for the money. She's an opportunist, just like Lara. They don't care. They don't
They're
care.
also afraid of the turtle.
Yeah, they are, but they don't care as well. So
The
I don't
turtle.
even
They're
give
weak.
them.
Listen,
attention.
Turtle.
It's just,
Well, I love it. They're
Yeah,
giving
but-
me attention. They play my show on Aiden, on
He loves
Lara,
it. He
on,
loves it.
But what's your thoughts
Melanie Little?
about
My point is, I probably got, I don't know, I interviewed Kate Peter yesterday. I got 10,000 views on my channel. I
Yeah.
probably got another 100,000, 200,000 views on the
100,000.
replays that they did for me.
Well,
So,
yeah,
and my numbers are going through the roof.
That's
Like,
good.
Numbers
Yeah.
are
that's
through
my
the roof.
point.
Money
It's
makes
like,
you like.
my point is we're winning. Like, if they
course.
keep replaying my shows on my interviews, especially, like, it's one thing if they're replaying our shit and making fun of us, like we said something stupid, but if they're replaying our interviews, I'm fucking winning. And
how many views did he get on his interview with 𝗵𝗧𝗍? He got, let's see, on his interview with 𝗵𝗧𝗍. First of all, he's live right now. He's got 183 people watching. 180, dude. At my lowest, I didn't have 180.
I was watching.
Let's see, here he is.
Had more live viewers, but guess what? Our chat was moving faster, and we had more super chats. I had 56 super chats tonight with Nan Gallagher. 56 super chats.
How is
and
this
this
real?
lady's saying, "I'm a failure. If this is failing, keep failing, Mike. Keep failing."
Look at that. He's totally not delusional. How long till he figures out?
know?
I'm sniping him. How long till he figures it out?
You imagine if you were doing a show and you were making the kind of money we were just for a couple hours for fun, and you like what you do.
But I don't
people
care
are
about
telling
the
you
money.
you're failing.
All Melanie cares about is the money.
It's all free money. It's all free money.
He's totally not crashing out, guys. Look at him. He's not crashing out. Dude, bro, he looks like.
You want to raid them right now and harass them? Nah, we don't give them any numbers. Don't even.
You're not capable of raiding them. You have 180 people watching. What kind of raid is that? The purpose of a raid is more people. I mean, how many people watched his stream from earlier? Like, let's see, from 2,000, 3,000. Oh, this is the 𝗵𝗧𝗍 stream. 7,000 people watched it. Fucking huge numbers. Huge numbers, right? And how many people watched Melanie Little's breakdown of it? Let's see how many people watched Melanie Little's breakdown of it with the towel. Let's see. Let's find out, shall we? 45,000. But yeah, you're killing it, man. 45,000 people tuned into someone else's show to watch her make fun of you, brother. Make fun of you with the towel too. The towel is dunking on you. How does that feel? Let's watch some more. I'm having
God damn, you won't let me leave. You won't let me leave tonight. Here's another one, Melissa.
Oh, well, this is Kerry Roberts' cousin who wants Karen Reed in jail for the rest of her life. She's one of those vicious anti-Karen Reed people. And she's throwing money at Crawford. So he's getting money from all sorts of people who want Karen Reed in jail. You know what that means? You know what that means? That means that soon he is going to expect, they're going to expect him to say Karen Reed's guilty. Because you can't keep throwing money at this guy and not have him dance for you, you know?
So just sent another $10 and said, I'm posting another one. I said conversation twice in my first ever super chat. It was talk to text. Well, you don't have to correct. Melissa, I really like you a lot. This is great. Thank you for being here tonight.
I really
Melissa.
like you. This guy.
Oh, yes. I would never yell at my mods. I only yell at you folks in the chat.
Things are going great.
I don't yell at my mods. I love my mods. My mods are the best.
Yeah. What's left of them? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the duck says. Mike, you haven't stopped smiling the last 3 days. I call that winning. I mean, that's the funniest shit of all.
Things are going so well.
Crawford, you're losing. You know, all I'm doing is just smiling.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah,
like
I'm smiling. How is this guy real? How is this like a real person? And fuck, I'm not.
Oh, here we go. Another $9.99.
Oh, he's killing it.
I'm just sitting here collecting money, people. I love it. You guys, oh my God.
How is this real? I'm so
happy. Thank you, Bergen County.
Oh, yes.
Unbelievable.
Oh.
I hope you give some of this love to LTL tomorrow, too. He needs, let's boost him tomorrow, too.
Yeah, throw money at LTL's like the BLT's like the
I love this one. Who are these hayseeds dropping $10? I love it. You shit me. Please keep sending me $10, hayseeds. I even like the $2 ones. I don't discriminate. I know there's certain YouTubers are like, if it's not above $5, I'm not reading it. Come on. I read comments from people that don't even give a donation. I don't even care about that.
Oh, he got 20.
Just the fact that anyone would value it enough to even send to stuff. I felt like I didn't get enough into the Karen Reed, actually. We were so focused on Turtle Boy and the drama. So what's good is Brian's going to have a second shot with getting some info about Karen Reed with attorney Nan Gallagher tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. And he's also going to obviously discuss Enrique 𝗫𝗂𝗍𝗂. It's going to be quite a show tomorrow.
Argue the recusal of 𝗵𝗂𝗺 is an indication, again, that maybe Karen... Maybe Karen is concerned about something. And I say this to free Karen Reed people all the time. You have to deal with the evidence that's in front of you, right? So you can believe that she's completely innocent of murder. I don't. Well, I think she's guilty of manslaughter, to be fair. I think she was overcharged.
I mean, wouldn't that be a mindfuck if she's innocent of the crime? You know, let's imagine she didn't do it and then she gets convicted of this witness intimidation. That would be kind of fucked up, wouldn't it?
Well, I think again, you go where the evidence takes you. That's all.
Yep.
And I mean, that's what they have to do. So I don't know if she'll ever be indicted or not. I know it's ongoing. I know
she's
it's concerning enough that she had Jackson fly in and wants 𝗁𝗏𝗏 booted. I don't think it's going to work. I think that I have some sympathy for Karen Reed in the sense that she got herself tangled with Turtle Boy. There's not a worse thing you could do. I mean,
so you do have sympathy. That's interesting. You said that. I'm glad. We'll leave it on that. I like that. Yeah. That you're leaving with some sympathy. For Karen Reed. Did I just convert? KP, look at that. Oh wow, people. It's so funny. Some of the people in the chat still don't get it. They think I'm being used, that I'm gonna be turned by KP. I think I just flipped KP. As ludicrous as that sounds, it's just as ludicrous as thinking I'm gonna.
Just remember, during both trials, every night, like clockwork, people tuned into this guy's channel to listen to Mark Betterow. That's the thing, Claire. He doesn't actually like it. He does not like this. He hates this, but he wants all these people who are miserable have to like project happiness because the opinions of strangers on the internet matter to them more than anything. 5150, Jem Altman. None of these people are happy. Like they look at their lives. Look at what they've become. Like, look at them. And they're like, I'm so happy. Look at me. I'm so happy. Things are so good. We can see they're not, though. Turtle Boy's crashing out. Look at him. Yeah, how many? Yeah, I got 4,700 people watching me right now. Watch you.
Flip now. Like, people just need to calm the fuck down.
What is happening?
You know, anything innocuous, then I suppose that behavior would be consistent across everybody that she was talking to. But it was only Aidan Kearney. It was only people that she met through Aidan Kearney. You know, that was where that behavior. So, I mean, again, I don't know if we can just call it general paranoia when it seems very specifically focused on an individual who was later indicted for witness intimidation, right? And then, of course, we have some of the signal messages because what she didn't account for was that push notification vulnerability in iOS, right? So we have a 2-week period where she is absolutely directing him to do things. Like that's undeniable. She was, right?
Do you agree, Crawford? Do you agree?
Maybe a little bit, obfuscated because she did a good job at hiding her communications with Aidan Kearney. Most of them are not recoverable. But when he makes statements such as, well, she told me what to say to Jen McCabe and I was indicted for it. I don't want to, I mean, I don't believe him de facto. I know that he's a liar, but what little information is available tends to support that, right? So, and I think that's probably where they're at with this whole investigation is it's like, there may be some smoke, but I don't know that they found any fire. I don't know that they ever will. I used to think that they would, but I don't know now. I suppose, that's probably why she really wants 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗺 recused, right? And whether or not that works, I think is dubious because I think you had said before, well, he admitted to talking to the DA's office. You're getting little snippets. And what I can say is who pays 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏? You know?
Did we lose Kate? Yep, you're there.
No,
you're back.
Who pays 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏? Do you know who pays 𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏?
State DA's office?
Right, the DA's office does, yes. Yeah. Right, we know because people have FOIA'd Mello's invoices paid by the DA's office. So when you're faced with a decision like an appeal, right, that costs money, who do you talk to about that?
You talk to are you talking about the DA's office if they need money?
You talk to the DA's office. Yes, the DA's office would have to. The issue that was brought before the court were remarks.
Oh my God.
Bro, let me just give you some advice, King. You don't want to be their king rat. Be like the king shit or the king, I don't know, king something else. Nobody likes rats in Boston. Mike, please ask Kate if the McCabe's and Alberts are responsible for John O'Keefe's death. Is their treatment then justified? Does Mike read? I read the chat. Yeah. So what do you think? If they were actually responsible, if you felt they were responsible for the death of John O'Keefe, do you think then the treatment would be justified, Kate?
No. I think that Karen Reed clipped her boyfriend and left him to die. I'm very clear in that. I can point to forensic evidence that reinforces my belief.
You gonna challenge that, Crawford?
Go to her home
you gonna
with
challenge
100
that?
people and scream at her with a bullhorn. Like, if you commit a crime, the appropriate venue to find any sort of justice would be the criminal justice system. Okay, that's it.
And what if the criminal?
They have all this proof that they did something wrong. Why has no one filed?
And what if the criminal justice system is protecting them? Then what do you do? That's the conundrum we're in here. That's why we're doing it.
the fucking police report. Can you like, I mean, when
I called the cops, they didn't do
evidence
anything.
that there were crimes being committed in the context of this witness intimidation thing, the first thing I did was go to the police before I ever posted about what I had heard or what I was told or what I had been shown.
Of course you did.
Or screenshots, text messages. Before any of that, I filed a report with the police, right?
Of course
My name is on a police report because I saw evidence of the crime and I turned it over to the agency that can then investigate and prosecute that crime, right? In no world is mob justice appropriate. So like, if we lived in an alternate universe and these people were everything that everyone wants to believe they are and they murdered this guy, no, it would still not be appropriate to go to their children's sporting events and disrupt it or stalk their homes or place them under surveillance. Or I mean, the only appropriate avenue would be to file a police report with that evidence.
And then what if the police don't do anything?
Not one person.
What do you think about him all of a sudden calling the Canton police the other night and acting like, oh, now I'm going to do that?
I'm putting it in my update video because I mean, he's an idiot. He tells it, make sure you make a report. I need it for my lawsuit. Like it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And it's not like he doesn't know the process because he likes to crow on about 𝗬𝗃𝗃, right?
What?
I mean, he cooperated with the police in that case.
Yeah, he did.
Apparently there was no, corruption as far as he's concerned in him doing that. Only when it's done to him, right? That the people catalog what he does and turn it over to the police. But he's aware of how to get it done. Like I mean, Aidan Kearney,
I didn't contact the police. The police contacted me. The Napa Police Department contacted me. I just wrote a bunch of stories and they contacted me after I wrote the stories. And I was like, sure, whatever you need. Okay.
he knows how to call the police. I can testify to that. Trust and believe.
Yeah, he's a cop caller.
Trust and
Very
believe.
adept at calling the police, but for some reason
He is a cop caller. That's what I don't like.
Didn't she call the police like 1,000,000 times on me? Okay.
I hate cop callers.
Oh.
I'm anti-cop caller.
Fuck the
I just
popo.
don't like it. You know, somebody did this to me recently. Okay, they put this in my car. Apple tag. I still haven't called the cops. I think I know who did that. I think I know who did that.
Who did
But
it?
anyways, let's
Who did it?
I mean, there's so much we can talk about today. I don't even want to go. I want to continue to talk, but I do have to go soon. This has been good. We should probably do this again. Yeah.
Things are
I'm
going
just wondering
great.
if there's any last questions I didn't ask tonight. Besides, yes, I am a tough guy. I am. I won a lot of. Let me tell you about my high school wrestling.
Oh, talk about it again.
Do you know I know John Cena, bro?
Ooh.
I get so mad. Do you know John Cena? You meet him?
I don't, but I know Val Venus.
Okay.
But I know he's got some issues. But what do you say to him? Yeah, it seems like you have a huge feud with him. Is that correct, or do you just kind of look at him in a certain way?
I was turned off by Grant very early on, even before he flipped or whatever, because he kept insisting that Aidan was a CI for the county. It should feel good that Narcan is available everywhere.
Sure. But 1 second.
What?
Let me know. I'd be interested in reporting on that. That's the I would love to see that. I want to comment on a couple comments here because I'm getting 𝗬𝗎𝗬𝗎. I might have mislabeled her. I saw a couple comments about this. She says after supporting Mike through all the BS, sometimes you need to really think before he speaks. That was that.
Oh.
But for me, if you look at my show, but if you look at my show, the way I've handled things, and what I'm interested in too. Like I've never been kind of the CSI show. And when I am, it's like I'll have a retired FBI agent on, somebody like that to talk about those things.
Right.
Because I'm not somebody that goes through the I don't know what's that. What's the whole thing about the vehicle data and the keystrokes? That's not interesting to me. Me, I'm more interested in the corruption, the Michael Proctor stuff, and just the fact that Karen could be innocent, and that I want to see her have the best defense. But at the same time, I hear what you're saying. I feel like there is a lot of anger when you do put out and from both sides. I think there's compelling stuff. Like I see some of the stuff you say, and I say, "Holy shit, you're right." Like that's kind of fucked up. Like, but then I see other stuff on the Free Karen Reed side, and I'll say the same thing. Like,
this guy is such a pussy. He's telling Krusty, whose entire life mission is to defame Karen Reed and me, right? But take me out of it. This guy claims to support Karen Reed. And he's got Krusty on. He's like, you do good work. You do good work.
I could never get over, like, how did all those people leave the house and not see John's body? That just doesn't make sense to me. So for me, in the end, I'm with Karen until I can't be with Karen, because I feel like she's not guilty. She was found not guilty. And so we'll see what happens. And I'm trying to be as fair as I can to everybody on all sides of this, because I feel like sometimes our emotion and we get dug in and there is a cult aspect. I feel like that, and sometimes I'll take it back to you. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 I call a cult. We see this even with Scientology a lot of times.
Oh my God.
Or investigation, right? Like I know what I send them. I know the limited conversations that I've had. I know what I know from witnesses. So it might be a little bit more than the general public sometimes, but not much, right? So I get my information.
Wait, hold on.
My duty to then go look at it, not just take it at face value. Like, look what he did in full view of the entire public and the people that are the named victims in this case, right? So like, it would be foolish not to believe that multiple people are watching these things, multiple people recognize them as potentially criminal, and multiple people are then motivated to report it to the police, right? Which, by the way, is petitioning activity.
Yeah, but you're not being
So,
sued.
so you're saying none of that came from you, as far as you know. You think it was all Tully, the links and stuff.
It came from me. Like I would flag it and go like, hey, like look what he did last night. I was one of many people doing that. And then you've got Tully, who has now said under oath, by means of an affidavit, I went and looked for myself, which is just common sense, really, because like my father used to say it all the time when I was growing up: trust but verify. They don't know me from Adam, so they don't know whether I'm a trustworthy person or not trustworthy person. And frankly, opinions vary on the internet, right? So if I flag this, it's still their duty to then go look at it, not just take it at face value. And I think that that's pretty standard for most investigators, right? Like, okay, where can I find this? Let me see for myself. And that's what was done. So I mean, I don't see anything. Do I believe that they were just blindly taking clips that I would send and just being like, yep, I don't believe that they were doing that. It was never my expectation that they would do that.
So you weren't the one who retitled them or any of that stuff. It wasn't you.
No. They started screaming about that early on, and I had no idea what they were talking about because I'm not a government person, so I'm not privy to the ins and outs of.
This is why we need an evidentiary hearing, by the way, because she says she didn't retitle them, and Tully says he didn't do it. So who did it, and why did they do it?
Grand juries or investigation, right? Like I know what I send them. I know the limited conversations that I've had. I know what I know from witnesses. So it might be a little bit more than the general public sometimes, but not much, right? So I get my information at the same time that other people do. So when I'm hearing about this retitling thing, I'm hearing about it because Aidan is announcing it and everybody's talking about it. I speculated, oh, gee, well, maybe it's because sometimes I will label clips so I can find them in my computer, right? And so if I send something off, like, I wasn't labeling clips. I was sending them in real time. So it would just be the date and the time that I took the screen recording on OBS would be the file name, right? So losing argument to me anyway. The example that I would use is like, let's say I go off the deep end tomorrow and I pick up my phone and I stream to my YouTube channel and I'm going to go shoot up a CBS, right? And so I label my video, my trip to CBS, and I go in there and I mass murder everybody in there and I record it, and the police apprehend me and they take the video to the grand jury and they present it to the grand jury and they say suspect enters the CBS, right? They are describing what they are showing the grand jury, but the grand jury still has to watch that video. They're still going to see me mow down an entire customer base at the local CBS, right?
Yeah, it's a good analogy.
How I label it on my YouTube channel versus how the prosecutors label it for the grand jury doesn't matter.
I know, this is like, same, right? It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing I think, the only defense I think about 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 on this is the conflict with the DA's office. The fact that Cosgrove admits he's still reporting to Morris is involved, or Cape Cod, or somewhere else outside of Norfolk County. What do you think about that?
They would get answers like, no, I have kids. Nobody wanted to touch it because 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 so vicious, what I've been told by witnesses anyway, which I do believe to be true, and is largely known about actually in the legal community in general. So I mean, I've heard it from other people, just lawyers around too. But they would get answers like, no, I have kids. Nobody wanted to touch it because.
She says that the reason that Cosgrove is the special prosecutor on my case is because Crawford asks her, why didn't they just move it to Middlesex County or some county that isn't conflicted? Because he was saying all this shit. Yes, Crawford, that's very true. Why didn't they move it to another county? Why didn't Middlesex County? Why wouldn't the DA in Middlesex County or Plymouth County or Bristol County or Worcester County or Suffolk County, Essex County, pick another county. Have the state police unit there investigate me. But none of them would do it. Why? Because they're not personally invested. They don't give a shit. They're like, bro, it's just a guy on the internet talking shit. Chill out a bit,
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, according to what I've been told by witnesses.
This is what she claims, though.
True, and is largely known about actually in the legal community in general. So I mean, I've heard it from other people, just lawyers around too. But
largely
they would get answers like, no, I have kids. Nobody wanted to touch it because 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 so vicious to people and their reputations and their families. And
so the DA's office, the district attorneys in every other county was too scared of me to prosecute me. That's what she's saying. And she knows this. She's got inside information.
You get your address doxed, you might get your tires slashed, your kid's school's contacted. So it's Cosgrove and Mello is who they had their tires. They assigned a special prosecutor. And I mean, again, that's not that unusual. When I had so we know that at one point 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 accused me of witness intimidation, right? He pushed really hard for a prosecution, and that was out of Leominster District Court. That would be the Worcester County DA's office. I've never had interaction with the Worcester County DA's office in my life, but regardless, they assigned a special prosecutor. Okay, I still don't know.
The special prosecutor was assigned because I was involved, not because of her. Because I wrote about Joe Early in 2018 with the 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗃𝗃 scandal. That's why, and I was very critical of him, and he actually got brought up on ethics charges and had to pay like a $5,000 fine over it. So anything involving me in the Worcester County District Attorney's Office will have a special prosecutor.
Why? I'm presuming the conflict has something to do with Kearney because I've never had any interaction with Worcester County DA. I mean, I suppose if they dug back enough, my mother worked there as a victim advocate in like 1992. No issue. There was no corruption involved in that. And he, resolved the case and that was that. I paid $100 fine. Cool. Right. So it's not that unusual that they get
resolved the case. She pled guilty. She pled guilty.
limit. I mean, it depends on caseloads.
I've never pled guilty.
But I will say, I think I had heard up to 19, a number as high as 19, different prosecutors that they approached. And you can't really say it's because of a weak case because, he's tried a motion to dismiss. It failed. This one will fail as well. Like, I mean, every time it goes in review that he has created around caves, that's not the justice system. That's
I can't even
here, right?
Yeah, okay. I can't even with this bitch. So this dude is
imagine
oh
if I had done a show with 𝗏𝗏𝗏
oh my god,
and Afro Man.
Yes. Right.
That would have happened. That would have happened. That would have happened. What if I had 𝗏𝗏𝗏 on with Rachel Rollins, who didn't, who maybe 𝗏𝗏𝗏 couldn't do that. Maybe there'd be a conflict, but I don't think so. I mean, I would have brought him up for a question, I mean, so many angles like that. And so many places I didn't even go because, I basically took it easy the last month. I was like, I'm going to do a guest every once in a while. I'm going to go live. I'm not going to worry about views. I'm just going to keep my channel going until I'm ready to come back with the show that I used to do, which is a lot of guests and a lot of expert commentary. And guess what? We're fucking back. Like
flood in the zone.
And what I like about this is they all thought we were dead. When you fake your death, do you know? Have you ever read Machiavelli, folks? Do you know about that, Machiavelli, folks?
We're back.
You know about that?
We're
Like you fake your death. So why do you fake your death? Because you want to see who's with you and who's not. You want to see what they're going to do when they think you're down and out. And guess what? Like this is going to come back. It's not even a question.
Look at them.
It's already happening. We're seeing it tonight. So
good
luck to all of them. Good luck because they don't work as hard as we do. I mean, that's really, they kept talking about talent. They kept on talking about.
We'll see it tonight. There's 179 people watching. We're going to see it tonight, though. I can't. Is it bad that I can't stop watching this? That I find this so entertaining? This is one of the great crash outs of all time. I can't stop watching.
I thought being authentic and talent. And you know what gets Brian and JFK and me have the most in common besides our values?
You both.
We work hard.
We
work harder than those other folks. That's a lot of this when I look at, I used to work in a union job.
Oh, did you?
When you're a young buck and you come in there, some of the union guys would be like, hey man, you're working too hard. Slow down. You're making us all look bad. Like legit, they would say that.
Well, you put the time in. The time in.
And that's what a lot of this is. It's you're working too hard. You're making us look bad. I just want to do a show once a week and make all the money. I don't need you to be streaming every night and taking all the money away from me. Like you guys work too hard. You're doing too much documentation. I got to book guests now. Remember that, dude? I gotta have to work harder on my show now. They actually said that.
Well,
they said that because we were cleaning their clock when we haven't even been trying to compete with them. But now once I have the upper hand again, and it will happen because it happened before and it will happen again. When it happens, there's no mercy. And what I mean by that is when you're going live at 8 p.m., I'm gonna go right live on top of you. Like you trust me. You trust me. It's coming. Like
you're live right now. I have 5,100 people watching. You have 180, 100. That's what it says, right? 182. It's going up. You're killing it, Crawford. You're killing it.
That level now. And I already know it's going to happen. It's already happening. People can see it happening right now. We did it last night. You tried to do petty against us. We went live against them. We drew more money. And they're still talking about us the next day. They're talking about the interview I did with 𝗃𝗃 the morning before. Like,
I feel like, the more you think about it, Machado interviewed 𝗃𝗃 too. No one was, unless I missed something, no one was accusing her of going AFKR. It's okay to ask questions that are uncomfortable. It's okay to ask questions to someone where it's maybe a little controversial. Make your audience a little uncomfortable with presenting someone who may have an opposing opinion or a candidate. If you're going to hit a political issue, someone who may be a little bit of a disruptor, you allow.
Why is her skin like that though? I can't.
For example, Val in your chat, she's a disruptor not in a good way, but yeah, she came into it and, spread her ideas, and that's fine. People got to see them. It's all about, as you said, I think earlier.
I'm sure he treated you well on there. Sorry to interrupt you. I get excited when I see Brad. Are there any other witnesses, AED, in a court case that you won't allow me to interview? If Michael Proctor wants to come on the show, will you say that I'm supporting Michael Proctor? If Michael Proctor actually wanted to answer questions, would you get upset?
Yeah, Krusty's on the same level as Proctor.
You might think Brian Higgins called in.
Krusty's on.
You might think Brian Higgins called in, like he did to the Were you mad at JFK because
and
he's got to write it out? It's like homework.
They're usually
research
written by law clerks. Usually it's written by a law clerk who was familiar with the papers and was really trying with the option to see all of these streams, which are 2.5. I mean, they're much more than 2.5 hours long. And Mark's making arguments about the grand jury is the fact finder. No, the judge was right. They're more of a gatekeeper. They decide.
Nan Gallagher is a better lawyer than Mark 𝗏𝗏𝗏. She knows more than Mark 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Sure thing.
There's probable cause. They decide if there's enough to sink your teeth into a criminal indictment. So I don't really think that the argument was a strong, persuasive, and credible one when you're arguing to the judge, well, this was misleading. I don't see that it was necessarily misleading. Do I like that the titles of those videos were changed or at least given a different name that may have communicated some other type of conclusion on the part of the grand jury? I love it. But the fact is that's really more administrative work on the part of the prosecutor versus the content of what Aidan said. and including it in a folder called intent.
The most important thing on anything is your title. The title of the book is most important. Titles of articles are most important. Titles are like the most important thing. They changed the title, which suggests that that is the overall theme. They took one quote from a 3-hour stream and made it the title. You fucking retard.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I wasn't going to swear.
Prejudice Aidan Kearney. It certainly doesn't. It wasn't the most persuasive motion to file.
Oh, yes.
And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. But I would tell anyone who comes
I think even Aidan knows that at this point.
I think Aidan knows that. But I will say, anyone who is going to come at me for having this opinion, I want to be very clear. I think McAlbert is a great attorney. And I think he made non-frivolous arguments. I don't like his style arguing before that judge. I found it to be abrasive. And when you go to law school and graduate towards the top of your class, pass multiple bar exams, and practice for nearly a quarter of a century, then come at me. Until then, you can sit your ass down behind your keyboard and shut the fuck up.
Oh,
do you think they're feeling the pressure? Because I feel like there may be some of that too, because they've kind of been.
Yeah.
Nan is so sensitive. She had this whole tweet today about how she wasn't ugly. She's like, I'm not ugly. You're ugly. She had some. Let me find it. It was like a complete crash out. Where's 𝗵𝗂𝗺𝗺? Let me read her tweet. Okay, let me see here. 𝗵𝗂𝗺𝗺. Okay. Okay, she said, yeah, look at this one from yesterday, this tweet. Like, check out this one out. She's so mad. She goes, this came out of nowhere. I supported your defense to get your attention and to build my brand. What brand? Oh, totally. You don't have like a slogan or anything. Like, I don't know. Keep showing up. No, you don't do it. No, nothing like that. Yeah, you totally don't have a slogan. I'll be happy to take a refund anytime. I won't hold my breath. I walked everywhere in FKR looking like a whore. She's so sensitive about this. This is really getting to her. It's really getting to her. Each time you encountered me, I was all covered up, wearing a suit for court or jeans, a t-shirt, and a hat. I have fun and dress up one night as a featured guest at an event, and I'm a slut. You're trying to be you're kind of a slut. Like, you're going through a slutty phase, and that's okay because you're recently divorced. Sometimes, and I'm pro slut. Everybody knows I'm pro slut. Slut it up. I just think it's kind of funny that your cuck little boyfriend there, Steve, doesn't know that you've definitely slutted it up, man. Stop it. Come on. You definitely banged a few guys in the free Kearney. No, you were all over Will that night, by the way. Like, the night I was with you, they had everybody knows that. I think you knew better than to hit on me, but you would get, there's hardly a guy you wouldn't bang, man. Like, nobody. Stop it. Okay. Stop it. And you got dressed up at your own event in costumes with you as a hood booger. I'd rather look like me than walk around in 𝗬𝗨 shoes and a members only jacket, making content outside of D&E Pizza with your boy and an ashtray pea coat in Kmart Mexican Jordans. Your journalism sucks, blogger. Get the fuck out. I pray no one ever speaks of your daughter the way you have spoken about me. No, no one will. Don't worry. And look at that. Look at that. What is this? She's not mad. Look at you, Nan. Look at your skin, girl. It's not. She's so mad. She's very mad about this. And she had some other tweet today. This came out of nowhere. This is like a random person who I met yesterday. It's just a supporter minding her own business. And Nan decides to shame her and says, I don't know who needs to hear this, but this wasn't me. Nobody thought it was. Spotted outside of a hearing yesterday on a losing micro motion. I thought May was Mental Health Awareness Month, LMFAO. Captions welcome. So you're just shitting on some random? Okay, cool. Go bring back the Daily Blaze. That's all I'm saying. Bring it back. All right, let me play a little more of the Nina stream, then we'll get down to business. We got to get started here. This is too fun, though. Hold on.
Notice how many times they could do that. Afro Man, Rachel Rollins, Jejuna Perkins, fucking 𝗲𝗄𝗧. Like every fucking big interview, they're replaying it, and I'm winning. That's the key. Like, and that's the trend. That's another trend, a new trend you're going to see going into the fall. Is that Mike has another big interview, and everyone's mad, and they're replaying it.
Yeah, and that's good. But I wanted to ask you about your opinion because the 𝗫𝗫, he made a fundraiser on when was it, Sunday?
Yeah.
For 𝗫𝗫boy.
Yeah.
And he had Grant on, but 𝗫𝗫boy didn't even
acknowledge it.
No, not even showed up.
He didn't even thank him after.
I said thank you.
He even showed up to his own fundraiser. I mean, he could just show up and say hello, you know what I mean? He didn't even do that.
Yeah. First of all, I don't think the 𝗫𝗫 expected me to show up. I never said I was going to show up. I was at the dinner, and to me, it's like I like to have a social life. Sometimes I have a right to it. I feel like, again, we went out for a lovely meal of food in the North End, and it was a great day. It was a beautiful day in Boston on Sunday, and I was walking around with Trent's mom, and we went to Margaritaville, had a couple drinks there, watched the game. We watched the first half of the game there. Then we went to Ned Devine's, and we watched the second half there. And then, I thought about streaming, but I was like with her, and I'm like, I don't want to, you know what I mean? It's just like, I almost did it. I was very close. And it's like, it just cheapens it. Like, you're on a date. I'm not going to fucking be like, hey, sit there while I fucking call into this show and do that. Like, no, I have a right to a social life. And sometimes I'm going to have a social life. That's all. But okay. I guess I'm supposed to call in every show. Okay.
He could have rather.
Why do you think it's that? Is it
because he knows the 𝗫𝗫 tried to line him up.
Yeah.
Because things aren't cool between him and the 𝗫𝗫, and he's still pissed. But
I
he has
love
to
the 𝗫𝗫.
pretend he's not because he needs all the support he can get with that little.
He takes
he's worried that the 𝗫𝗫 is going to do what the bunnies just did.
Exactly.
He's weak. 𝗫𝗫boy is weak right now, but he's going to line up the 𝗫𝗫, and the 𝗫𝗫 probably knows it at this point.
You think he's done with him?
Who?
𝗫𝗫boy with the 𝗫𝗫.
Oh yeah, it's not an if, it's when.
Yes. I'm going on tomorrow. What are you talking about?
𝗫𝗫's on the list.
Mm-hmm. I think
and the difference,
like going out in the North End when it's nice out like this, and just all those Italian restaurants. It gets the best. It's the best eating you'll see in Boston. It's the best. It's the atmosphere. You can't beat it. It's the best. Highly recommend it.
It's like
because he called him out.
Yeah, the turtle always threatens to come to people's houses after it's over and all that shit. The tough guy shit.
Yeah, the revenge tour.
Yeah, and I just laugh. I'm just like, I hope you do, because you'll get it back. You will get it back.
Really?
Like you come to my place, we're going to your houses.
Oh.
Like that's
that sounds like a challenge. Anyone know where Crawford lives? Send me if anyone knows Crawford's address, please send it to me. I want to say hi. I want to go say hi to him. And then he can come to my house too. It's fine. Let's see who has a bigger house. Can we do that? I really am curious where Crawford lives. I want to see the Crawford estate, if you will. I bet you there's dog shit on the lawn, isn't there? There's definitely dog shit.
Like that's how I go. And when you show up here, there'll be a lot of people here. That will be fucking not for you. I guarantee you that.
Ooh.
And it'll be filmed. And but beyond that, like I'll have fun. Like that'll be funny. Actually, that'll be good content. And he'll be a loser. But like the 𝗫𝗫, he'll freak the fuck out. Like he can't handle that shit. That's the difference between JFK and me and LTL. Like we're battle tested. We don't give a fuck anymore. Like we expect the shit. We laugh at it, and it's like it doesn't affect us, and we know how to win with it. Like 𝗫𝗫 is going to crash out.
He's battle tested. But
would the 𝗫𝗫 say, I don't give a fuck anymore too?
Yes, but do you think he will? Like,
no.
And especially Kearney.
No.
Like the difference between JFK, LTL, myself, and Jess Machado, and I'll say Nurse Kim.
And I get people are saying like, oh, he's not worth it. Blah, blah, blah. And I get it. But it would be funny content, wouldn't it? I feel like I need to start going and like confronting people. Like that'd be funny. Like when I went to Mike Fucci's house, that was funny. Like if you didn't see that video, that was great. He was so mad about it. Like Jim Altman, there's so many like Jathan. Like I want to start making that a thing where you show up to an internet troll in real life. I think that would be good content. Like starting to confront internet trolls in real life and see if they're battle tested. Not intimidate, but just like confront them. Like let's see what happens when an internet person. Like it's no longer on the internet. Like that would be fun. Like you would not be like he's not worth it. I don't care who it is. That would be good content. Turtle Boy confronts internet trolls would be a good segment, and you know it. You know it.
Is that people? It may not be a huge amount of people, but even at our bottom, there are some people who are going to stick with us.
Oh,
and mostly, especially for LTL, JFK, and me, it's because we have content, and you know we go back to. You might get mad at us about something, but you're going to watch that next hearing.
We have other content to cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does the Glare have? If he's not covering Turtle Boy, if he's not supporting Turtle Boy, who's left in his audience, and why would they stay with him?
I mean, he could go back to Karen and cover Karen Reed. The civil cases.
How though?
I don't know.
What's he going to do? I mean, does he show up to Boston? He's going to stream. Is he going to get up at 9 a.m. and stream the hearing?
Read motions.
Yes, we can free me.
I think that's the problem for him already. Like that was the point that Turtle was making, and that was the point Glare was kind of making on his show. Like if you read between the lines.
Yeah.
Everybody does. When you're on the YouTube world, Nina, right?
YouTube world.
And there's 25 professional, somewhat professional YouTubers who are lawyers going over that shit. Are you going to watch the Glare or are you going to go watch Brother Counsel?
Oh, yeah.
They're seeing how much support he still has. It turns out he doesn't have any support anymore. They're seeing that he's already weak. Now, good. If something big happens, they're going to kick out the legs. They're going to kick out the stool, you know, and it's just a matter of time whether he loses a criminal, civil, or, you know, any of those cases, number one. Number two, who knows if he doesn't, like you said, who knows what's going to happen in New Jersey?
Yes.
Number three, who knows what's going to happen with the big media? I think all of this is going to turn against him by the time he's on trial, if not, you know, by the end of his trial. Like it's all going to come to a head, and you can already see it. You can already see the writing on the wall. And I mentioned a movie. You know, a lot of people got mad that I interviewed Kate.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, I know you weren't, but some people were. Some turtle riders, and they're clowns because if you really look at that interview, we learned a lot.
Yeah.
I wanted questions. I had questions for her.
It's not happening. It's not happening. Even for sentencing, you don't even have to get ready for trial, Turtle Boy. Get ready for sentencing because the judge will decide your sentence, not the jury. So it's crazy. It's going down. It's already happening, and I'm here for it. Sorry,
she loves it.
I don't have any bad feelings about that because I'm a compassionate person. But this person can really. It's like
she's so mad.
Go down.
She's so mad. Nina's so mad.
You deserve everything that you get, everything, and I'm here for it.
Oh really?
I'm here, and I
what
will
do
call you out.
Ooh.
It's just we're not stopping. It's not stopping.
What are you doing? What does that mean, Nina?
So where was I with right? And then what also happens, like second time in a row, the channels coming together, and that's even worse. What do you mean with that? It's understandable. I don't blame them. Really not.
Because basically they split half their audience when they went up against Jess Machado. She's holding about half of their audience. She took about half of it. And they're diehards and she's not going to quit.
Yeah.
And so it's great that they're at war. And obviously Turtle and them, they want to now.
I have no idea why they're talking about New Jersey. The New Jersey charge was just dismissed. I know the other one is always trying to get some charge. The one that tried to get an order on me and then told the judge she wasn't scared of me. That one is still... Well, now it just says is constantly attacking my lawyers online. Who knows what she's saying? God knows. But you know, I don't fucking know. But we literally just got one dismissed.
We'll turn it back to Brian and me, which is another reason why it's like, let's go hard now because we're not afraid of them. And it's not going to work against us. It's not going to work against Machado. It's not going to work against JFK. They've already done their damage to us all.
Right.
And now we're dangerous because all we can do is grow. And we're all actually, all of us, even just Machado, we all have our specific little niche and brand that can't be replicated. Like what I do is totally different than anyone else because of my guest list and my relationships for 25. And I haven't even mined that yet.
Yeah,
and same with JFK. I don't think people recognize some of the we have each other. I don't even think people recognize some of the celebs that JFK could actually pull on a show if he wanted to. But I think a lot of it is same with you. Yeah. And the same with me. The reason why I haven't done a lot of that is because I didn't want to see them get attacked. Every time I bring guests on, they go after them. But that's one off. And so now I'm going all out.
Yes.
Like when you see what's going to be coming up in my show in end of July, August, September. So that's number one. That's number one, that the writing's on the wall when I say things like that.
Yeah,
number one is the trend. The trend is clear now. We're winning, they're losing, and they're freaking out, and they're trying to reset it, and it's not going to work. The genie's out of the bottle. People have realized whose the drama is. It's Glare and Turtle Boy. They are full of drama. Really? And the ones still hanging on, those content creators that are still hanging on. What is she going to do when Netflix is talking about how slimy Melanie Little is?
Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
I don't know. I don't know what the story plot is or whatever. I don't know. But I think it won't be good for Turtle Boy.
No, it won't be.
No. How can it be? I mean,
he's going to be a pariah.
I mean, he's the only
anybody
one
attached to him. I hope Melanie Little. What is she going to do when they're playing her clips on the fucking Netflix?
She's so
she can't even handle it when someone with 20 followers says something. What is she going to do when
He definitely wants, like, he's clearly, they're throwing vibes out for Machado. They want her bad. They want her bad. 5150's messaging her. They're all like Jim Altman saying nice things. They're all like doing feelers for Machado. Like they know weakness when they see it. They know TBDS when they see it. And they're like just throwing feelers out there. Like, come on, come to our side. Come on. They're going hard for her. They want her.
Netflix is talking about how slimy Melanie Little is.
Yeah.
Melanie Little.
She's so disappointing. I was the most disappointed I was in her.
Because, we can't. I'm sure Melanie's losing her sleep over that.
I mean, she's just an opportunist as well, like 𝗵𝗵𝗧𝗧. She's not serious for me. And I mean, she was this big lawyer, you know, the big civil lawyer, but she never, and she always mentioned how she fought for the victims of the Catholic Church, blah blah blah. But she never said how much money she gets for these victims. It was never like I won this case
so
and
fun.
they got $20 million out of it. Nothing. It's like, okay, we don't even know. Maybe nothing happened with that.
Oh,
if there's more civil suits, who do you think's going to get sued? Who do you think? I'm asking you that. I don't know, but I do have a inkling that there are going to be more civil suits against YouTubers and content creators.
What about
they've been warned. Haven't they been warned? Wasn't there a warning that went out?
No, there's a warning. A warning. A warning.
I don't know. I mean,
I hope they have money for their attorneys. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That this is going to be multiple fronts. That how do you come back from this shit? And especially when some of them start bleeding out and settling and giving up,
and then testify against you.
Or they lose.
What is he talking about?
This is coming. This is coming for the whole crew.
From different sides.
He's so mad.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yep.
Full force. The army is coming.
And that's why it's time to be. That's why.
Okay, I can't. I've reached my limit. We'll get more into that on tomorrow's petty stream on the glares. But I did want to play this part that was just sent to me as well. Hold on. So earlier today, BLT said he had this whole I don't want to do that. Where is it right here?
Just a group of people to go.
I want to bring up something real quick. Go back to my Twitch watt. And again, if anyone wants to have their messages read, I'll do some Dono reads in a moment. Click on the link at the bottom of the chat for Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me at $, 𝗺𝗿𝗇𝗏, and we can do it that way. Okay. First of all, did you see this?
To do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out.
Oh no, I can't play it. She is so cringe. I'm gonna mute it. She plays some song with the N-word like a million times. This is Catherine Loftus from Note My Objection.
Enter my consciousness.
Hold on. How do I mute that? All right. Look at her. She's dancing. She's dancing. Look at her. Look at her. This song has the N-word like 100 times. And she's just danced. That's all she's dancing to it. It's like fucking, this is a lawyer. She also had something on Facebook, or was it on? It was a Facebook reel about me that was sent to me. Do I have that? Hold on. I know I talked about it somewhere. Let me pull it up. This might be a long show, folks. Strap in. Let's see. Note my objection. Let's find her on here. Note my objection. There she is. Okay. You got to see this reel that she did on me. Here it is. Found it. Got it. Check this out. I'm going to text. Hold on. I'm not. Fervent did one. Yeah. No, I saw that. I can't. I'm good with her. I want to play this part. This is her legal analysis of my situation, if you will.
likely to going to be a juror. And Justice in Dorset's court used to say, the case just needs to be tried. It's got to be tried. It's just got to be tried. It's got to be tried. So for as much as what's happening in the 𝗕𝗏𝗺 case in Kearney is that they are trying to avoid trial at all costs, because whatever way you want to look at it, up, down, sideways, this is a person who is objectively problematic to a normal person and who is likely to going to be a juror.
So I am objectively problematic to a normal person who is going to be a juror. I'm problematic. If I'm so problematic, why did I sell out the Wilbur to normal people? Why was thousands of people outside the courthouse loving me? Why do I have such a large following everywhere? Why do some people not like me? Sure. There are definitely some people who don't like me, right? 10% of the population, maybe. But the vast majority of people actually really like me. And I know it's hard for these people to understand that because it like goes against their whole narrative. But like, yeah. I mean, what normal people actually like me. That's the thing.
And the best case he has at getting off from this is that he has a tainted jury and he gets people who are 𝗕𝗏𝗺 fans on the jury.
A tainted jury. That's the best chance. How about the best chance is that people hear the facts of the case and they realize there's no intent to interfere with an ongoing criminal proceeding. How about that? Remember, this is the same person who said, fuck around, find out. You know? Yeah, and if I'm so hated, why do people randomly come up to me and just give me $100? Like that happens. I went to a restaurant the other day. It's give me $100 fucking dollars. People just put money in my G-string all along. Like it happens all the time. Why does that happen? Why? You tell me why. If everybody hates me, tell me. Can you do that? I don't know. But what else you got to say? What else is? Let's hear your legal analysis.
And they know what's going on and all that kind of stuff, which is very possible. So I'm not saying this is like a guaranteed conviction.
Again, it's not guaranteed.
But if he is convicted, there is a very real chance that he gets launched.
Launched
by the judge.
Thrown in jail.
And his lawyers know that. Bradel knows that. Bedro knows that. And so they are trying to avoid going to trial because it's a tough risk reward analysis.
They're trying to avoid trial. You know why we're trying to avoid trial? Because that's literally their job, stupid. They're defense attorneys. Defense attorneys always file a motion to dismiss. If they didn't do that, they wouldn't be doing their job. Everybody tries to avoid trial. It's their job. Why would you want to go to trial when you just get it thrown out? I mean, this is an actual attorney saying this, that they're trying to do this motion to dismiss because they really don't want to go to a trial because they realize they're screwed. No, because trials are costly and time consuming. And why go to trial when you get it thrown out if that's an option? I mean, this is an attorney saying this. This is wild.
For this one. And as an attorney, you're trying to do anything possible because you know if your guy goes to trial and he gets hooked, he's in trouble. So they're filing motion after motion that if you watch this morning, I mean, Judge Belazos is like, we've already had a ruling from Judge Krupp. We've already had a ruling on a motion to dismiss in which Judge Doolin, a 36-page memorandum on the entirety, went through the whole grand jury process. Like Odell and McCarthy, like what is the basis? And if it's like Kate Peters gave to Telly, they used the wrong names, but like the substance of the videos are the same.
The substance of the videos are not the same, dumbass. That's the problem. They cut out entire sentences. They take two sentences from the same paragraph and then cut out entire sentences within that paragraph. And they leave that out. The stuff that shows my intent is not to intimidate witnesses. I could show you a million examples of it. And none of that was shown to the grand jury. If we don't get the case dismissed based on that, fine. we will show the whole video to the next jury, the real jury. No, she hasn't passed many bars. I'll tell you that much. She sees a bar, she goes right in it. Especially a Zanny bar.
I mean, like, it's not much. Listen, hey, you can make the argument, but the case just needs to be tried. As the former presiding justice in Dorchester Court used to say,
the presiding justice,
the case just needs to be tried.
In Dorchester.
It's got to be tried. It's just got to be tried. It's got to be tried. So for as much as...
Okay, so that's that. And I was going to get to one more thing here. Okay. Where were we? Okay. So there was that cringe dance video I can't play because of all the N-words. But what else do we have here? Oh, yeah. Don't forget to sign up for the golf tournament. 13 more days to that. Got a couple more signups today. It's great to see. Looking forward. You got to order the t-shirts now and the trophies. It's going to be dope. Get your ass down there. All right, cool. But what was I saying here? There's something else I wanted to show. What the hell was it? Oh, yeah. And this is a good point. Brian Tully blindly trusted crusty panties. But he determined that Lucky Loughran was incredible. And can you think about that? Just think about that one for a minute. What else do we have here? And look how mad this guy is. I saw this guy. Look at how many lives. Oh, so we got to talk about BLT. So this is BLT here. Listen to this.
At least
this pisses me off. I hate this guy. I hate him more than the rest of them. Like, he is such a, I'm not going to swear, pussy. He's a big pussy. He's the biggest. He's the softest man I've ever seen in my life. Listen to this.
I literally just signed an extension on my lease. I'm up for 20 grand. I owe 20 grand right now, right? My extended lease. When all that starts happening, I'm moving into my new room. At that point, I'm bringing my shit upstairs and I'm sitting there and I'm listening. He's going after me, telling all these lies about me. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is all unfolding. And I'm looking and all the subs are leaving the channel. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, I have two choices right now, JFK. My studio's out on Route 1. I can walk out into traffic or I can jump off the roof. That's where I was at. I didn't feel that I had any I didn't feel at any outlet, but something compelled me and pulled me to reality and said, these people aren't worth it. And the next day I went and sought therapy. And that's what I'm talking about, man. I've been in therapy since then. I literally.
So I got him to want him to. So this guy is constantly weaponizing suicide, constantly. Like, I made him sad by responding to his provocations. And I'm a bad guy because he wanted to walk into traffic or jump off a building. But luckily he didn't do it. Luckily BLT did not kill himself. Thank God. Because he went to therapy. Now, here's the problem with that, BLT. We got a little problem with that, with your story there. I want to play for you a video. Okay? I'm going to play a video for you real quick.
Just a group of people to
Here you are interviewing 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗆. First of all, if you have a lease, a $20,000 lease, you don't need a studio. I am a million times more successful than you. Oh, yes, the Ginger's here. And she bought a membership. She's in green. I love her so much. She's my favorite porn star. Love it when she takes it in the face. Love it. But anyway, so here is BLT. And first of all, like, why do you have a studio? I don't have a studio. What do you need a studio for? You're BLT. But he thinks he's like some like hit sensation. Yeah, it's bizarre. Now here he is talking to 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗆 and the juror who he made come into his stupid studio.
go down and support John and support Karen. And that's what they're trying to do.
That McAlberts are like this whole family are the ones who are accusing him of harassment.
Yes.
I got it clear.
And it gets,
they're all in together.
I'll tell you more offline because it gets deeper than that. They recruited his ex-girlfriend to show up at court and all kinds of crazy things.
To use it against him.
Okay, so they did what they're entitled to. They felt harassed. They felt unsafe. They went to police and court. Did what they had to do. And so if I feel the same way, I have the same right. Correct?
There you go. Remember that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Bruce
I
West
want to hear that
says
one
3 times.
Hold
I
on.
had to court and accusing him of harassment.
Just XY question as a person or a journalist on the street to go out and ask questions.
hold on.
That's all he.
So remember, earlier today, BLT was saying, right? Earlier today, BLT was saying that he wasn't sure if what I was doing in the rolling rally was witness intimidation. He thinks it actually might be, and he thinks I'm going to be convicted. That's what he thinks. But this is what he was saying a year ago, back in the day.
Been going for them to protect them if they feel this way. It doesn't change the fact that I have my own set of harassment for 20 days. If they had for 3 years, go now look for justice. And so I wasn't sure if they were the responsible for his case.
They are, yeah.
So they see, guys, they look at
But the thing that's in just this is how this works is that you have the right as a person or a journalist on the street to go out and ask questions. That's all he did. It's free speech.
Thank you.
If Jason is out on the corner, I can go ask him questions about.
He didn't
what do you
do
do?
anything in comparison to what people are
Yeah.
saying to
Oh,
you online
yeah.
or to me online
Not
or
even that.
at any given day.
Just
He
asked questions. Can you tell me about XYZ? That's all he did. He went to where they were and then asked them questions as a journalist, and then had what they called like a rolling rally.
The rolling
just a group of
rally.
People to go down and support John and support Karen.
Oh,
and
so
that's what they're trying to do.
that McAlbert.
That's what they're charging him with. He's just like, and yesterday he went on there and he's like, I think the rolling rally was witness intimidation. We got to clip this. We got it. So we got to do a mashup here. These two people on here are both like 𝗃𝗏boy should go to jail all of a sudden. This is a year ago, bro. The scientists need to do studies on 𝗃𝗏boy derangement syndrome because it's very, very real. And I was also told to go to timestamp 127:50 about the lacrosse game. Let's see what he says there. Hold on. Let's start here.
But it's your job, and you have an audience who want to know it. I have no problem talking. But I didn't talk that much. It was just one day. It was 24 hours, all those TV interviews, I swear. And then that was it. And then there was like 𝗃𝗏boy and Larry, and then I'm here,
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time. And I appreciate the education and helping our audience, learn from a juror's perspective that was on this is a very important case here. I mean, there were a lot of people that were emotionally invested, just like you heard that cheer outside. And
like, how is this guy real?
I want people to understand, and I want you to understand this. The cheers.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yes, there was a celebration out in front of that courthouse, but the cheers were that it had to take Karen to go through 2 trials and this mess of a situation that she was in to prove that she did not do this.
What?
So, we could go on to finding justice for John O'Keefe. John is never missed in any of this. And that's something that the other side tries to say, oh, well, you forget John. No, we actively want the case.
Oh my God. Oh no, this is the one. This is the one. Hold on. The June 5th lacrosse game where Canton was. Oh, he did a breakdown of my charges. McCabe would be there. And I wanted to ask her why she Googled how long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m. When I attempted to ask her questions, I was pushed by Matt McCabe. Jen told the grand jury that she told me she didn't want to answer any questions. The video shows that she laughed at me and wasn't the least bit intimidated by my presence. Like the rest of the witnesses, Jen does not claim that I physically threatened her. Instead, she says she experienced emotional harm. Massachusetts is the only state where the witness intimidation statute includes a provision for emotional harm.
Using the excuse of emotional harm, which can't be measured or proven, is just a way for the Commonwealth to outlaw uncomfortable speech. It's blatantly unconstitutional. As soon as I arrived at the game, Matt McCabe asked me, "Hey, tough guy, how you been?" He then mocked me for being shorter than him. This is not the behavior of someone experiencing any sort of harm, fear, or intimidation.
Hey, Matt, how you doing, pal? Good. How are you doing? How you doing? Hey, Jen, how you doing? Fancy seeing you here. How are you? All right. So how did court go the other day?
Sorry, do you have a child on the team?
Do you?
I do. So I'm trying to watch.
No, I'm at a public event, so I can do whatever I want. So anyway, so Jen, I have a question. Did you think that you could outsmart Karen Reed? Did you? Do you think that's funny? Do you think that's funny? How long did I in cold? What is this gentleman doing? Look at that, the ring face. Hey, Jen, are you worried about what's going to happen to your family when you go to jail?
Don't touch me.
Why are you shaking,
Touch me again.
Why are you shaking?
Again. Touch me again.
So Jen, are you worried about what's going to happen when your kids go to jail?
Touch me again.
When you go to jail, I apologize, to your children. Are you worried at all about that? Huh? Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, you're so fast.
Oh, what are you doing? Jen, did you think that you could outsmart Karen Reed? Yes or no? Did you? Why did you Google how long to die in cold, Jen? Why did you Google how long to die in cold, Jen? Why did you Google how long to die in cold, Jen? Do you have any answer
Look
for
at
that?
him laughing. He's laughing.
Do you have any answer for that? Ms. McCabe, do you have any answer for that? Why should I leave, sir? I just have some questions. I just want to know why she Googled how long to die in cold. I just wanted to know why she Googled how long to die in cold. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I'm being assaulted by an umbrella man. What is going on here? What is happening right now?
Oh, it's funny. It's
What
funny.
is happening, my friend? What is happening?
Look at that deranged
Is it
face.
what?
I know.
Why do we have to put it? We can have our phone out in public. We're just trying to watch a lacrosse game, sir.
It's a school-sponsored event.
Yes, it is. How do you feel about murder of police officers? How do you feel about murder of police officers? Okay, well, she murdered a police officer. Oh, it's not. Then why did she Google how long to die in cold?
It's already been proven.
Oh, really? How has it been proven wrong? How long? How has it been? I didn't hear anything.
He does look like Fred.
So how is it proven wrong, Matt? How is it proven wrong,
By
sir?
journalists.
So are you saying that forensic expert Richard Green is wrong? Are you saying that forensic expert Richard Green is wrong? Is that what you're saying right now, sir? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I'm just curious. Oh boy, here we go. I'm about 5 3/4. How much do you weigh? You're very thin. Yeah, you look sharp the other day in court. You'll step away. Step away from what? From Villarica against Kearney. I'm just saying, what rule have I broken? Okay. I
want to hear his analysis. Look at him watching. Look at him.
So she didn't want to answer. She didn't want to answer. I just want to find out how long to die in cold and why someone would Google that at 2:27 in the morning when a cop is dying on the front yard of 34 Fairview Road. And why 2 cop killers are up there. Cop killers. That's what they are. They're cop killers. So 2 cop killers don't like being asked about it.
We published videos of Colin Albert threatening to beat and possibly shoot.
Do you have any?
Before asking him, stat like, no, but seriously, be able to play football. I could go for
At the top, I know it's working for everybody. We've gotten close to just over $2,000 tonight, but I appreciate it. Sue says your screen link doesn't work for me or TB.
Analysis of it though
really doesn't change sort of where I'm going with
a lacrosse game. It's ask her question, bit intimidated, but the only way for the content mocked me for being.
So he
short.
doesn't even comment on it. He's just sitting there laughing. That's interesting. But we got to juxtapose that with what he said earlier about the witness intimidation and just like what's changed, pal? Like what's changed? All of us. It's so funny how all you guys thought I was like the most innocent person ever until you got mad at me. But don't worry, Turtle Boy derangement syndrome, not real. It's not real at all. At all. At all. Twisted Tragedies, same thing. Twisted Tragedies was like my biggest fan. Remember, this is Twisted Tragedies outside the courthouse on the day I'm arraigned.
What's your first and last name?
Lisa Bennett. I have a podcast, Twisted Tragedies.
Okay, and Bennett DE and then
ETT.
Okay, Lisa, what were you just saying? What are your thoughts about this arrest?
I think it's ridiculous. He, is a journalist. He's trying to do his job here, and they're not allowing him to by sticking these witness intimidation charges. I mean, let's get real. 2 judges in the last month have said no to harassment orders. One for Jill Daniels and Jen McCabe, and one for Chris Albert. So, I mean, they've already said it's not harassment to ask questions. He hasn't threatened anybody. He hasn't threatened to harm anybody. He's reporting on the information that's coming in. So let's get real. What they wanted to do is seize his computers, find out who his sources are, and shut the sources up. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm not going away. I'm not going to shut up. Twisted Tragedies isn't going away. They're not going to shut up. And there's many other channels that aren't going away and aren't going to shut up. So got a lot to say to Morrissey. Bring it. I'm done. Bring it. There's more than just Turtle Boy.
Bring it. Bring it. Oh, it's already been brought in, girl. Oh, it's been, bring it. So anyway, so there was earlier today, you saw he wanted to walk into traffic But then he said that he didn't walk into traffic. Why? Well, because he went to therapy. So luckily he did not walk into traffic. But then there's also this. Let me play this video. This is from what? October? I think this happened. I mean, no. October, August. Let's see. This is August. This is August.
Trying to change myself. I've been open about this. I've been seeking therapy over the last year. There's a lot of things that I've tried to work on and identify.
That's awesome.
You know, I'll be honest with you. My brother killed himself. Okay, I have a lot of trauma from that shit. Not using it as a crutch, but it was it was a catalyst to get in some therapy for shit that I've been dealing with for a long time. So I've been dealing on trying to work on being a better person. That's why I preach community, man. And if these guys feel like they've been slighted, hey, I apologize. And that's why I think it go back to like the whole thing when I got the pylon, right? They knew that like I'm clean. You know, I ain't got nothing going on in my life. I'm sitting there and I'm listening. He's going after me, telling all these lies about me. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is all unfolding. And I'm looking and all the subs are leaving the channel. And
I don't think this is October 2025. This was yesterday, wasn't it? This was yesterday.
I'm sitting there and I'm going, I have two choices right now, JFK. My studio's out on Route 1. I can walk out into traffic, or I can jump off the roof. That's where I was at. I didn't feel that I had any I didn't feel I had any outlet, but something compelled me and pulled me to reality.
That's horrible.
And
That's horrible, bro.
and said these people aren't worth it. And the next day I went and sought therapy. And that's what I'm talking about, man. I've been in therapy since then.
Oh, okay.
I apologize. And that's why I think it go back to like so I've been dealing on trying to work on
so you know, he uses mental health as a way to garner sympathy from people online. Last August, he said he had been in therapy for over a year because his brother died. Now the story is that since Aidan was mean to him in October, that forced him to get therapy. So he doesn't even have his story straight. This is gross. I mean, I hate this shit. I hate this shit. This is the most disgusting shit to me. This is not like a laughing matter. It's not like a weapon you can use, right? It's him blatantly lying about being suicidal and therapy and all this shit so that people will feel bad for him. That's all this is. He's fucking gross, dude. Like, he's like underrated, one of the most grossest people in this whole thing. He's just a really shitty person. I used to think BLT was like a nice guy. He's not. He's actually a really shitty person who cosplays as a nice guy, and he's actually fucking shitty. Like, that is a shitty, disgusting thing to do. He's not, and he's constantly using his brother committed suicide over a decade ago. I'm sorry about that, but it's time. I'm not going to use that as a crutch while using that as a crutch constantly, you know? So anyway, there's that. So it's all my fault because that Jessica Machado went after. It's my fault. Right. Okay. Anyway, let's read some turtle chats here, and then we'll get started with the Julie Albert stuff because I got a lot to talk about with that too. It's going to be a late show. Okay. I forgot where we were at here, but okay. And I'm going to show the turtle chats just so Nina, because Nina thinks they're fake. So we're just going to read them. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's pull them up right over here. Turtle chat wall. Okay, we'll start with Thomas Autonomous Anonymous sends, let's see here. He sends, what does he send? $15. And he goes, Chris Maddie, the new code word is Kate Peter is never right. So add that to your amended filing. We need as many code words as we can. Absolutely. Maggie sends $5, goes, can you please play the Note by Objection TikTok I sent you on Facebook and react live? The one of her dancing. It's a screen recording. I can't, Maggie, because of the swear words. But and the music is copyright. So, but I appreciate it anyway. And I laughed my ass off when I saw it. It was just cringe, like cringe. Maggie sends Nick sends $25, goes, To be clear, this is my opinion. Judge 𝗵𝗂𝗧 scares the shit out of me. You have the law, the facts, and the legal team on your side, and he may be trying to look fair and unbiased, but in my opinion, the hostility is still bubbling right under the surface because your work is exposing the mass legal system, his friends, his colleagues, and the good old boy system he appears to be part of. The upside is that Cosgrove appears to always need to return to the home before sunset. Holy shit, best of luck. I appreciate it, Nick, but we need positivity, my dude, and I refuse to be negative. And Judge 𝗵𝗂𝗧 is not the fact finder. The jury will be the fact finder, and a jury will never, ever convict me. So there's that. Nicola sends $10, goes, who was the woman on your intro who says, don't make such fun of the criminal justice system? That would be Wendy Murphy, mother of Grant Smith Ellis. And why did she say it? That was, you got to go watch the Joel Surviving the Survivor episode that I was on with, before he went off the deep end too, with Wendy, and you'll understand. Proper makes me laugh every time the show starts. Love you, Turtle Boy. Keep fighting the good fight. Thank you so much. JB sends $10, goes, so crazy. I was listening to Melanie Little today, driving around 495 South, and saw Justice for John O'Keefe bumper sticker, and I had a gut feeling it was Gemma Cabe. It started pouring, and she cut me off, then got off the exit, and was staring into her phone screen, getting off the ramp. It was a weird divine intervention, and I feel like it was my chance to see a really fucked up killer in real life before their jail sentence. Okay. Beth sends $5, goes, I live in Watertown. I remember the murder in Waltham Grant talked about, and back then there were people connecting the dots to the marathon bombers. Okay. Jewel Stevens sends $10, goes, F Mike Crawford. Okay. Elisa sends $10 and goes, listen, Turtle, I can't wait for your not guilty verdict. Turtle Boy is right. Screw Crawford. Yeah, it's going to be a tough time. Tough time when I am acquitted. Ernie, my guy Ernie sends $25, goes, you ruined my Christmas way more than you ruined Crawford's. Fact. It's true. I was staying with Ernie. I was on the lam, and I stayed at Ernie's crib for 2 days and turned myself in on my birthday. But I stayed there. He hosted me for Christmas. It was a ghetto ass Christmas, but I made it work. I made it work, didn't I? Thank you, Ernie. Mindy sends $10, goes, in regards to Lindsay Clancy, it's not a matter of guilty of murder or not, and she won't walk free. Actually, yes, she would. She can't walk free. She could wheel free. She can't walk free. The question is criminal liability or insanity. Insanity places her in a secure mental facility, and criminal liability places her in prison. What she did is awful and wrong. The question is, should she be criminally liable? Yes, okay, I get it. Reddington tried to skip the whole murder part of the trial and argue insanity because she admits it, but the prosecution would not agree. I think Alan Jackson in his stance on Nick Reamer is not guilty. Print that. Okay, thanks. Cindy sends $10, goes, here is my fake $10 donation. Buy yourself a wonderful imaginary gift. Thank you. Well, I just sent that to myself. That was me. During the show, I did that. Thank you. Jules sends $10 and goes, because F Mike Crawford. That's 2 of them have sent that. Thank you. Nicola sends $10 and goes, the more these morons say you message yourself makes me want to spend more money in support. Can you do a few video call-ins from everyone who sends you a turtle chat so we can prove we're real? I don't think that's necessary. Just so all the haters know, my handle is Jen McMurderer, and it's called that for a reason, to shout out to YouTube that Jen McCabe is a dirty effing murdering bee. I am fired up. Thank you, dear. Amy sends $10, goes, hey, Daddy, so happy that you're back from vacation. I was going through daddy withdrawals last week. I was just wondering if you're still planning on doing a live show like you had at the Wilbur. Yes, I went to that one and would love to see you again. Hopefully I can get my fridge fixed. I can't. That's probably not going to happen, Amy. So, but she goes, free Turtle Boy. Well, thank you. But you can see me live. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Felicia sends $50, goes, I just wanted to send a fake turtle chat to say Turtle Boy was right and Nina is an idiot. Okay. Take that, Nina. Kerry sends $25, goes, Kerry Cov, gotta love daddy. F you, Crawford. So all these Crawford chats. Crawford thought he was rolling in money. Yikes. LB sends $5, goes, Matt McCabe texting, eating, I assume. Ask Chris to ask some questions. Tell him the guy never went in the house is truly enough for me to know they are plotting. Julie said Channel 4 is in D&E Was Brian Albert nervous? They were there to ask him questions. Of course. They were actively plotting to throw the mainstream media off. Yes, they were. And we're going to get more to that in my trial with all Brian Albert's texts. We have some questions. All right. Next we have here. We just read that one. A-Rod sends $10, goes, don't fall for it. Krusty changed the titles. How do you prove that? She's backpedaling. She's the mastermind. She told Tully Mello and now Cosgrove what to do. Those motions that Cosgrove filed were definitely written by Krusty. I have no doubt that she is the mastermind of all this shit because these people weren't doing this on their own. She couldn't stop. Like they were. I do have a horny chat. I do have the horniest chat around. Like I literally get turtle chats asking me to fix fridges like live during shows. Like it gets hot and heavy in here. It gets hot and heavy, folks. Let's take it down a notch. Keep it in your pants. Keep it in your pants. But I'm just kidding. It's okay. See whatever you want. All right. Anyway, Peachy Keen sends $10, goes, hey, Turtle. Just wanted to give a shout out to Koala the Predator, a.k.a. Christopher Mahler, and his main hose, DUI Carly Beach and Benzo Bonnie. Is her name Natasha or something? Natosha? The raccoon there? Stay fucked. Free Turtle Boy. Thank you. Asser and Fish sends $25, goes, honest question. When Krusty worked for you, how often did you have to speak to her, and how the F did you do it? Whenever I hear her voice, I wanted to puke. Well, it was all business. It was always like, she mostly wrote stories, you know? And it was honestly so long ago, I don't even remember. Like, she started working for me in September of 2018 and ended in February of 2020. That was a long time ago. And she's still obsessed. Thank you. Christina sends $25 and goes, where's the beef? Where somebody made a Twitter picture of that today, a meme of him with his hands out going, where's the beef? Okay. Susan sends $100. Thank you, Susan. And goes, I am just a normal mom from Wisconsin and Crawford is insufferable. So here's $100 to prove that no one has stopped following you to listen to him. Also, I became a member, even though I'm in sex cult, just to prove a point. Does Crawford know that having KP on his show is negative attention? Some kids don't know the difference. I know. It's so true. It's so true. Next up, we have here Carrie Cherry. Oh, from South Carolina, since $25 and says Shirley Cosgrove. And thank you so much, Susan. That was very generous of you. I appreciate that. Thanks for becoming a member and sticking it to Crawford. So thanks, Crawford. You ruined my Christmas, but now you're helping me out. So thanks. Shirley Cosgrove turned over in discovery all communications requesting other DAs to take your case and their denials due to fear of tire slashing. If not, we need a better letter. That's a good point. It's a good point. Where is the evidence that they reached out to other? We have their emails with the Attorney General asking them to investigate me. How come we don't have any emails asking anyone else to investigate me? Why is that? JM sends $10, goes, continuing from this morning, please give a domestic lesson for someone who wants 4 iced coffees a day, but is literally driving all day. Where do you keep the coffee, the cream, and the sugar? What do you mean literally driving all day? You have to sleep somewhere, right? If you sleep in your house, little trick. Okay. Little trick here. Put the coffee in the machine the night before. Little thing. You'll thank me in the morning. Put the coffee and the water in the coffee machine the day before. And when you wake up and you go down to the kitchen, press the button. And then go take your shower or brush your teeth, whatever it takes there, clean your pool, fix a fridge maybe, and then boom, coffee's ready to go for the day. Where do you keep the cream? In the fridge, dear, of course. But I don't know how long you're on the road. I mean, I drink my coffee in the morning and the evening. That's it. So I don't need to bring cream around me. So thank you. I appreciate that. Because I did give a domestic lesson this morning. Domesticated turtle. Do we have any others? Refreshing here. Okay, the other Mary B sends $5, goes, Crawford has a nangina, and even crying LTL can't get it. Yikes. Mike farted and won most improved farter of 89. It's true. Randall wears Spanx allegedly. Allegedly, yes. Gen X Erica sends $10, goes, for real, Turtle. These are all paid crisis actors to get us fired up and donate, right? Genius. Take my money, Turtle Boy is right. Yes, Crawford is indeed a crisis actor designed to get you guys fired up to donate, and it's working perfectly. Perfectly. Okay, next. Cash apps. Do we have any cash app sale? Let's see. Couple. But these are definitely fake. Paula sends $50, goes, this whole episode is going to be insane. The one I'm doing right now? Thank you, Paula. Ashley, this is my sugar mama. My hot sugar mama. She's definitely real. I hope she's real. Sends $150 and goes, sending dismissal vibes from Costa Rica. So take that, Crawford and Nina. Got bitches in Costa Rica sending me $150. Thanks. Stephanie sends $10, goes, I had to send just to prove them wrong. Free Turtle Boy. Yikes. Thank you so much. Aaron sends $5, goes, Nan said today that you should not take the stand. Well, we don't take legal advice from Nan Gallagher here. We don't do that. But okay, thanks. Carol sends $5 and goes, please play the clip of Crawford farting. I think we've had enough Crawford tonight, but thank you. Deborah sends $10, goes, for this is fake money, so don't spend it. Hashtag free turtle. That sucks. I like real money. Alexandra sends $10, goes, I want to sponsor a hole. Is it still available? I think they're sold out. I think the holes are all sold out, but I apologize. God damn, I'm sorry. I'll get back to you on that. I guess we could just put 2 signs on each hole, right? I guess we could do that. There's no harm in that. But there are still slots available to golf. Plenty. Right? So we'll take as many. The golf tournament's happening no matter what. But it's got a decent turnout. Not as many as I'd like, but a decent turnout. It'll be a good fundraiser. Thank you. Shannon sends $5, goes, poll for how many of us voted yes for funsies. I don't get it. I thought I did that already. Thank you. Lakota sends $20, goes, to the best boss ever. Thank you. That's very nice of you, Lakota. Okay. And Terrence Doris earlier sent $10 and says for Terrence. Okay. Thank you. Oh, and Ashley Floyd has sent me another $50, my sugar mama, my hot sugar mama, and goes, I'm definitely real. Oh, I know you are, dear. I know you are. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Anyone else wants their messages read? Click at the link at the top for Turtle Chat, or you can cash at me at $UncleTurtleBoy, and we could do it that way. All right, cool. Let's watch some Julie Albert now. We got to jump right into this. Enough of this. If anyone else, you guys know the deal. I'll read the rest later. Trial Files. Okay, we're going to the Trial Files YouTube channel. You should subscribe to them. I think they are an offshoot of the Trial channel. You should give both of them a sub. Promoting them right now. Check them out. All right. We're going to start with Julie because she had the most interesting.
Graduated from college.
Since I want to say they were in 6th grade. And I am almost 5 years older than the both of them. So, they started being friends when they were in middle school, and they've continued their friendship through high school, through college, through, life. And they're still friends to this day. And basically Michael's sister, Courtney, became, she was always around. She was one of my sister's best friends. She is one of my sister's best friends, and she's just always been around. And that's how I formed a relationship with her, obviously, because, your little siblings, friends, you're usually friendly with. Sure. And that's just basically how, and obviously Michael is Courtney's brother. Oh. And that's basically.
And Jillian lives in the area?
Jillian lives in Canton as well. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's a lot of opportunity for everybody to get together and interact. Okay. And
so I didn't understand the point of this. So this is the state police. I don't know I never knew this happened. This is March 18th. So this is before the first trial. Were they required to do this? None of them have lawyers there. I have a lot of questions. I don't understand why this happened. Okay. But I want to search for a keyword here real quick. I want to show you something. Okay. I want to search for show transcript. I'm going to search the word annoying. And it was one little thing I noticed. Okay. And I picked up on this that made me think this whole thing is rehearsed. Just listen to this. So they're asking, Julie Albert is the sister of Jill Daniels, who was best friends with Courtney Proctor. Julie Albert thanked Michael Proctor through Courtney on the day Kearney was arrested for the first time and offered to send a gift, also known as a bribe. And Michael Crawford did not turn it down and said, send it to Elizabeth. Okay. And they have a whole explanation for this. But why the state police are doing this, they are investigating Michael. Did Michael Proctor lie about his relationship with the McAlberts? I had no idea they did this. And to me, I don't know how these people were allowed to testify. Like, this was a disaster. And Julie Albert was a disaster. It was bizarre. And she is weak. I'm telling you, she's weak. And I noticed this little thing here, little tell here. I'm going to play this.
Since she was in the 6th grade.
Since middle school, yeah. I would say sixth or 7th grade. Yeah. I can't tell you exactly the second her and my sister,
Right.
the group, the friendship group formed. I can't tell you exactly because it was my sister's friend.
And Michael was even younger.
Yeah.
So your interaction, what was your interaction with him like when you were young? You said you don't recall him at all.
I didn't even, I probably knew that Courtney had a brother, but back then, I was almost 5 years older. So they were my sister and Courtney were, they were annoying to me. You know what I mean? It's like they were my younger siblings, friends.
They were annoying to me. She said, remember that word. And I keyword searched that in the transcript because it stood out to me. Annoying. Now she says it again here.
We all became had kids. So, my sister would babysit. So her friends would occasionally come babysit, or they would come over and visit the kids, or if I had a new baby, or, what that was.
Sure.
But so basically I would say, I'm bad with years, but past when Courtney was like in college.
Okay.
So, later, I would say after college, after they graduated from college. And, we all became friendlier because I didn't look at them anymore like they were the little annoying sister and friends. We're all, yes.
The little annoying sister and friends. Okay. Now here's the thing with these people. Is they constantly try to portray normalcy. They literally, that is their whole thing. It can't be us because we're normal. That's why Jen McCabe literally said on the stand, we're just like normal moms. We're just like normal moms. We don't like murder. Like, we don't do anything like that. We're just like normal moms. Okay. We're normal. So they constantly are trying to portray that their lives are just normal lives and not abnormal. Okay. And so what is a normal relationship between a big sister and a younger sibling? Right? What is my daughter? How does she treat my son? Like he's annoying, right? That's normal. And she used that word twice when describing Jill Daniels and Courtney Proctor. It's like, oh, they were like annoying siblings because that's normal. She's trying to project normalcy as much as possible. Now, listen to what Courtney Proctor says. I want you to play this.
Until later.
Okay. And I want you to, I'm going to search here. Sister.
I got to help babysit the nephews and things like that. So it really wasn't until my mid-20s where I honestly got to really know Julie a little bit more. Because in junior high and high school, I was her youngest sister's friends. I knew who she was, but it really wasn't until later.
You're what? You're what? How would you describe yourself as what?
Honestly, got to really know Julie a little bit more. Because in junior high and high school, I was her youngest sister's annoying friends.
Your younger sister's annoying friend. She used the word annoying. Now, is that the end of the world? No. But I picked up on that. I'm like, they both used the same word to describe each other. Oh, I was the annoying friend. How does that sound to you? rehearsed. That sounds to me a little bit rehearsed. Okay. Like you both were like, oh, I was like the annoying friend. The odds of them both saying that annoying, is it some major fucking thing? No. Right. But it sounds rehearsed. The whole thing sounds rehearsed. Like, because again, how are they trying to portray themselves as normal? We are normal. Like, what is a normal family like? Well, a normal family, the older sister finds the younger sibling annoying. And they both use the word annoying. And so they go into this and they're like, we're just regular people. It's not a big deal. There's nothing abnormal about Michael Proctor being around. We don't really know each other that well. You guys were like the annoying younger sisters when I was older. And, you know, like Courtney is whatever. Like that's like Mike's the younger brother than that. That's rehearsed. I'm sorry. The odds of them both using the word annoying, does it prove that they covered up a murder? No, of course not. But it just sounds scripted. These people are constantly trying to portray themselves as normal, regular people, that none of this is rehearsed, but yet everything sounds scripted with them. Everything. So
Maiden
anyway,
name Proctor, current name Elberg, ELBUG, BUR. Basically, Michael's sister Courtney became, you know, she was always around. She was one of my sister's best friends. She is one of my sister's best friends, and she's just always been around. And that's how I formed a relationship with her, obviously, because, you know, your little siblings, friends, you're usually friendly with. Sure. And that's just basically how, and obviously Michael is Courtney's brother. And that's basically.
And Jillian lives in the area.
Jillian lives in Canton as well. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So there's a lot of opportunity for everybody to get together and interact. Okay. And prior to all right. So you know Michael through his sister and through your sister.
Through my sister because of his sister, basically. Yeah. I mean, it's
it's normal.
Trooper Proctor's wife, Elizabeth. Do you communicate with her a lot directly?
Never.
So no Facebook. You're not Facebook friends with her.
So I was Facebook friends with her. Yes. So I guess, okay, so we'll back up. Yes. On Facebook, we're Facebook friends. Yes. I haven't been on Facebook for some time.
Okay.
But like on Instagram, like, yes, in that way, yes, but not text, not voice, not with that, not that way.
So social media, yes, but not by phone.
Correct. Yes.
And phone would include like messaging apps like WhatsApp and stuff like that, like nothing like that. Okay.
Nope.
And how about Trooper Proctor?
No. Social media, as in, I believe, and I would honestly have to check, possibly Instagram.
Okay.
But not
possibly.
Kids do on that, like not message, just the simple Instagram app, and that would be it.
Okay. And so, do you communicate with him by phone at all?
No.
Not by phone.
No.
Okay. Have you ever socialized with Trooper Proctor, Trooper Proctor's wife Elizabeth, or Trooper Proctor's sister Courtney?
Have I ever socialized?
Yeah, socialized with them. Yeah. Been at the same place at the same time.
Absolutely, yes.
With all three?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's start with Trooper Proctor's sister, with Courtney.
With Courtney, we had
how often? Quite often, from what you explained, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say quite lately, not quite, like, not really that quite often.
Okay.
Like I said, life just gets in the way, but the only Courtney, like, you know, the kids, her kids, my kids, she loves my kids, her kids are wonderful, you know, things like that. But with Michael and Elizabeth, the only way I have ever ran into Michael and Elizabeth in a social situation is if I've gone by Courtney's house, or if I've gone by Mr. and Mrs. Proctor's house, Courtney's parents' home. Courtney and Michael's parents.
So Michael and Elizabeth, the only times.
The over-explain. Yeah. Have you ever socialized with him? Yeah, but only when I go over his sister's house or his mother's house. I'm sorry, but the mere fact that Michael Proctor's mother and sister are so close with Colin Albert is all I need to know. All I need to know. If Colin Albert does something wrong, if Colin Albert is in a jam, you don't think that they're going to call up their brother, and if he's the lead detective, and be like, can you not talk to them? That disqualifies him. That disqualifies him. Period.
Socialize with them is I should say in a Proctor family setting, but that's a good way to explain it.
But Courtney's house or
Mr. and Mrs. Proctor's house, which is not existent anymore because they sold it a year ago.
Why'd they do that?
Okay. And how often would that be? How many times total?
Courtney's house? I mean, Courtney herself?
Yeah, Courtney herself is quite very often. You're very good friends with her.
I wouldn't say, I'm very friendly with her, yes. I wouldn't say like super, super often, but Michael and Elizabeth, I would say, honestly, maybe 6 times at most, maybe.
And what were those times?
I remember
6 times.
One Thanksgiving. I couldn't tell you. I just have distinct things in my head. One Thanksgiving. I know after my family's Thanksgiving, we stopped by there on the way home because it was.
You went to Michael Proctor's house on Thanksgiving. So you spent the holidays with him. You spent the holidays with Michael Proctor, but it's just like 6 times. Just like 6 times. 6 times, just major holidays. I go to the Proctor's house, but we're not like close or anything like that.
Stopped by where?
Courtney's, because it was Courtney's son's birthday. We stopped by there. They were having a cake. Another time could have been I was at Courtney's when Courtney was pregnant with her second child. Courtney had a kind of gender reveal cookout at her at her parents' house. And I don't recall if both Michael and Elizabeth were there. I don't recall if Elizabeth was there, but I know that Michael would have been there. It was his sister. Maybe a cookout here and there at Mr. and Mrs. Proctor's home. They had a pool.
So you went to cookouts, gender reveals, and all this stuff where Michael Proctor was present. But you didn't talk to him. You just talked to his sister because you're close to the sister, his annoying sister. She used to be an annoying sister, but now she's a friend because she was just annoying because you're just normal people and, kids are annoying. But that totally wasn't rehearsed. The word annoying, not at all.
I know in the summer, they love to host and they would have people at their house for cookouts, family cookouts.
Yeah.
And that really is the
9
extent.
years.
Outside of a Proctor like cookout or gender reveal, maybe
cookout.
Courtney had an engagement party at her parents' house. I can't tell you how many years ago. Outside of that, I've never been in a social setting with Michael and Elizabeth.
Besides that, besides
never
all
at a bar,
the
never at, except I'm sorry, take that back. Social setting.
Another
at
one.
Courtney's wedding. Courtney and her husband's actual wedding. But other than that, we've never, had a planned night out that we all go out together. We've never had, we'll meet at the bar or we'll this. None of that. Ever.
All right. And when were all of these? Are these all recent or are these all over what period of time are we talking about these 6 total times?
So I'm trying to remember my best date wise. Yeah. So Courtney's son we'll put it into perspective here. For one of them, Courtney's son is 7.
Okay.
Her daughter is 10 or.
She's like, I didn't hang out with him at social settings. And then she just described a whole bunch of social settings that she was at with him. And she's talking about her
11. So it's that's not, so if her daughter, it was a birthday party for her daughter like that. So her daughter's 10, put it that way.
Okay.
Courtney's been married since years,
since prior to the birth of the first child or?
Oh yes. Yep.
So more than 11 years?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I think it was 20, what do I want to say? 2012? Yeah, maybe 2012, 2013 possibly.
2012 area?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this isn't exact. I'm just trying to give you the best. This isn't exact down to the perfect, but I'm just trying to do the best I.
You're just totally
that's all we ask.
Totally not
When
nervous.
is the
Totally
last
not.
time that you were in a social setting with Michael and Elizabeth Proctor?
Gosh, Michael, I honest to God, I don't.
Honest to God.
A social setting,
Yes.
Are you talking in the same room?
I'm talking about in the same room, in the same setting. Yes.
Same.
The same general room or area. The same event.
So I'm just making myself clear here. Are we talking an event or are we talking a conference room?
We're talking everything. We're talking events and smaller settings, but if you could just indicate which is which.
An event. I would say, oh my God, maybe possibly COVID time, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe that could have been the Thanksgiving where we popped over after our my family Thanksgiving. And then I don't even recall honestly if Elizabeth was there, because I have been to the times at Mr. and Mrs. Proctor's over the years that Elizabeth wasn't, or she had something going on, and there was many times, not many times, but that she would, like I saw her maybe.
Yes, you were there. She's like, but we weren't in the same room. We were in the same room. He was like over there, and we were in the same room. Just too many words, bro. Like Melanie says, when they say honest to God, or honestly, it means they're lying. Exactly. They're all just lying. It's just so obvious. Innocent people don't feel the need to talk this much. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy how much she's just trying to over-explain this. Yeah, we were friends with Michael Proctor. That's the problem, bro. He should not have been. All of the things she's doing right now are reaffirming why this guy should not have been the lead detective on your case. On a case involving your son, because her son was there that night, period. He's a witness. End of story. He should have been spoken to. He should have been treated as a potential suspect, as should everyone, including Karen Reed. Karen Reed, just as much as the people inside that house, should have been treated as a potential suspect until they knew the cause of death. Once the cause of death was determined, certain people could be ruled out. Mainly Karen Reed, because she didn't have hypothermia. Because he didn't have hypothermia. So it couldn't be Karen Reed. Period. So I'm all for Karen Reed being a suspect initially. They all should have been suspects. But innocent people do not feel the need to over-explain like this because they're not innocent.
Be there with the kids that I would have to really think about, and he wouldn't be there. So, and as for the both of them together, probably 8 to 10 months ago, which would have been at 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗺's office.
Yeah, whose office?
𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗺's.
Marcy's? Okay.
Yep. So I'm just laying it out that that's the last, like,
Wait, and what was that meeting for?
Just to discuss.
I want to hear that
And
again
as
one
for
more
the book
time.
wasn't,
I want to
or
hear
she
that
had
one
something
more
for,
time.
Probably 8 to 10 months ago, which would have been at 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗺's office.
Yeah, whose office?
Marcy.
Marcy's? Okay.
Yep. So I'm just laying it out that that's the last, like,
And what was that meeting for?
just to discuss what was going on. And I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even recall. Michael wasn't in the actual room with us. Elizabeth was
in the room. Oh, Elizabeth was in the room. So 8 months before March of 2014 or 2024, she was in DA Morrissey's office. So why was she there? So what was 8 months before March of 2024? That would be July of 2026, or of 2023, rather. What happened in July of 2023? Oh, I know. That's a great point about the notes and discovery. That's a great point. Why was she meeting with them in July of 2023? Why? Remind me we need to ask for those, because that's when Colin Albert was interviewed for the first time about witness intimidation. And she's saying Proctor was there. But we know Proctor was there. We've seen the reports. I think the report was from Bukkake, but she says Proctor was there. And she was there too, apparently. I didn't know that. Interesting. But go on.
And Michael wasn't.
Okay. So the last time that you were in a, I guess, a social setting.
I want
in a
the
setting
notes
with both
from
of
that.
them is a Thanksgiving that's perhaps around COVID.
Yes. No, I know pretty much it was around because I couldn't, because I know it was COVID time because we spent it with people we normally wouldn't have Thanksgiving with because some people weren't having Thanksgiving. And Yep.
Okay. And since the death of John O'Keefe, have you, aside from this meeting at the DA's office, have you socialized with or been in any setting together with Michael or Elizabeth Proctor and or Elizabeth?
Since John died?
Yes.
No, I have not.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Covered a lot of this earlier, but you indicated that you have been to a wedding and to some parties and social events where Michael Proctor and Elizabeth were present. What was your level of interaction with them at these events? Like at these 6 events that you referenced, the most recent being Thanksgiving, what do you talk to them extensively, or what is the nature of your interaction during these?
Just honestly, everyone's in between the kitchen, the living room, the family room, and there's other family of theirs as well, not just them and me. And just small talk. They have small children, which means that their life is, you know, if you have small children opposed to someone like me who would have had kids that were 4 years ago, like say 12, I can just sit and relax. They can't do so much. Just small talk, nothing crazy, just small talk.
Do you speak to them a lot at these parties, or is it a situation where it's like your old friends and you talk a lot and people who are looking at you are going to say, well, they're catching up? Or is it a situation where...
No, oh, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, the baby's so cute. Or, oh my God, he's getting so big. And then, you know, on to talk with Mrs. Proctor, or on to sit with
normal. They love trying to portray, we're just normal. But she remembers all these freaking details. Like, oh yeah, I was talking to Mrs. Proctor. So you're talking to Michael Proctor's mother, right? But yet, if your son was in a jam, you don't think Michael Proctor's mother would pressure her son to take care of Julie Albert's son? Don't give him a hard time, son. Don't investigate him. Don't interrogate him. He's a good boy. Colin's a good boy. He's my little guy, as we're going to see. Courtney Proctor describes him as my little guy.
my son, or want to say hello to go get a glass of wine. You know, no, just small talk. Hey, what's up? It's not like when I go in, it's like you'd be sitting catching up with your long lost best friend.
Right. No. So nobody who was there could reasonably, in your opinion, get the impression that you had a close relationship.
No, absolutely not.
So it was just small talk and brief catching up.
The boys watch
like you'd say,
the boys
with an acquaintance.
And was it more with Michael, more with Elizabeth, or both equal?
I would 100% equal, like 100, like just like I said, like if I went into the room and sat down, and Elizabeth happened to be sitting next to me, we'd talk. Oh, is the baby sleeping at night? Or oh, is this just small talk? Mm-hmm. Or if Michael was standing in the kitchen, oh, how's it going? How's just total small talk.
Okay. Have you ever been to Michael and Elizabeth Proctor's home?
One time. I can't even tell you when it was. I would honestly say I can't.
You can't tell when it was?
I know it was pre-COVID. I just know that because I just remember certain things. And I couldn't even, I had my son with me, my youngest son. And I just have little bits and pieces.
And,
but I can't
who do you know why you went, or who you interacted with there? Or?
I want to say Courtney was there as well. I really honestly can't remember, but I know Courtney and Elizabeth, but definitely Michael wasn't.
Whoa.
Mr. and Mrs. Proctor, who are over there often, obviously the grandparents.
She remembers that, doesn't it? Michael wasn't. She remembers exactly who wasn't there 7 years ago. She remembers exactly what Michael wasn't. I don't really remember when it was. I remember Courtney was there and Liz was there. Michael wasn't. I've never been in the same house as Michael Proctor ever.
We're not. I honestly don't remember, but it was. But I know.
But you're confident it was on.
One occasion only, and it was pre-COVID. I remember that.
Do you remember if there was an event or anything stick out about that?
I honestly, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Has any other member of your immediate family, ever been to Michael and Elizabeth Proctor's home?
Any other member of my immediate family? Not to my no. Except when I went by, I remember I had my son.
Okay.
He was young, aside from no.
And he was young at that time.
Young, yes. I want to say. I mean, he was 12 or younger, maybe.
Okay. But your husband's never been there?
No, not to my knowledge. No.
Okay. And none of your other children?
None of my other children.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Have you or any member of your immediate family ever babysat for Michael and Elizabeth Proctor's children?
Okay.
I'm trying to honestly think back.
Honestly?
I may have very briefly years ago.
I'm trying to honestly think back. Dude, it's like she was just so ready for that.
I'm trying to think if it was that time. Mm-hmm. But other than that time, no. I'm just thinking in my head. But other than that time, I'm just trying to think back. I'm having a hard time remembering, honestly. And at that point, I remember Elizabeth and Michael only had their oldest son at that point. So I remember he was sitting in a high chair. And
he remembers that.
I want to say he was maybe even like a year old.
maybe even like a year old. It's regular moms. You remember all these details. You remember the baby was there. The baby was like a year old. The baby was in a high chair. You remember all that. But you know, it's weird what they remember and what they don't remember, isn't it?
That's why I know it was a long time ago.
And how was that their youngest son, you said? Or?
No, they have 2 boys, and they're old. No, this was their oldest.
Oldest, okay.
Yes. And he is now, I wouldn't even, 6, 5, 6.
And I'm gonna teach him to throw a spiral football.
Either 5 or 6.
Was this at your house or at their home?
Yeah, that was the time I was at their home. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
And I know for a fact that was the only time I was ever at their home.
But you don't.
I'm just thinking back, like when I went over there, if Courtney was possibly babysit, I don't remember. Like I remember, but I don't remember.
Okay. Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, your husband has never babysat their children.
For Michael's children?
Yes.
No.
And any of your children? Have any of your children babysat?
Oh no. No.
I have a question.
Yes, of course.
When you went over to babysit their kid,
I'm not.
You're not positive.
Yeah. I remember going over there. I said that yes, that one time I went over there like years and years ago, and I don't recall. I don't know if Courtney was there, and I don't recall. Like,
remember what brought you or led you there? How that communication began? Or how it came?
I really don't. Like I said, we're going like this is years ago. I really don't. I don't. No.
Okay. Were you or any member of your immediate family ever asked to babysit Michael and Elizabeth Proctor's children?
I recall Courtney asking. Like I said, it's very, very fuzzy. I remember one time going back to that, something about Elizabeth. It's fuzzy.
What?
I'm not gonna lie. It's very fuzzy.
More recently.
What the fuck kind of answer is that? What did I just listen to? Let's hear that one more time.
Like,
were you or any member of your immediate family ever asked to babysit Michael and Elizabeth Proctor's children?
I recall Courtney asking. Like I said, it's very, very fuzzy. I remember one time going back to that, something about Elizabeth. It's fuzzy. I'm not.
What the fuck word salad was that? You don't remember if you were ever asked to babysit the Proctor children? You don't remember that? How do you not remember that? These people don't shut up. Why not just be like, no, no, but they have to word salad their way out of everything. This is what liars do. Remember 5150 on the stand in court, word salading her way out of everything. That's what these liars do. They try to word salad their way out of everything.
Why? It's very fuzzy.
More recently, around the time of John O'Keefe's death, do you recall a time when you were asked if you may be available to babysit?
No.
Or
no.
You don't recall it?
No.
Asked, by
That's
Courtney
a quick no.
Or anyone else?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. And I know for a fact I didn't. And no, I don't.
Okay.
No.
Oh, that no. The other stuff I don't remember. It's 𝗬𝗄𝗄𝗍. Nope. It's so funny the shit that they're just like, nope, not that. Michael Proctor wasn't there. Nothing.
Around the time. No.
Are you familiar that there's reporting that there was an ask? That
yes.
You were asked?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Right around the time, like 10 days prior or something like that?
Yeah, and I honestly don't recall that. Okay. I just don't recall that.
But even if you were asked, you're saying that did not happen at that time?
No, it did not happen at that time. No, okay. Absolutely not.
And if you ever babysat for them, it was years prior?
Years prior. But we're talking...
Perhaps on one occasion.
This is like 6 days after the pretrial hearing where it was read out loud in court that Courtney Proctor Michael Proctor asked Courtney Proctor to ask Julie Albert if she will babysit Proctor's kids. But she's got a ready to go answer for this.
Perhaps on one occasion, when we're saying babysat for them, like No, it didn't. Yep.
Okay. And
Well, I mean,
right around the time, like 10 days prior or something like that?
Yeah, and I honestly don't recall that. I just don't recall that.
But even if you were asked, you're saying that that did not happen at that time?
No, it did not happen at that time. No,
Okay.
absolutely not.
And if
Nope.
you ever babysat for them, it was years prior?
Years prior. But we're talking
perhaps on one occasion.
Perhaps on one occasion, yes. When we're saying babysat for them, like not babysat multiple times. If there was, it was one time, and I'm just trying my best to remember.
Okay.
But around John's death, absolutely not. Nope. Nope. Or anytime close to that, no.
Did you ever indicate that you were proud of Trooper Proctor and wanted to buy him a gift?
So again, when things happen.
So this is 6 days after it's revealed in court about the gift. And look at her reaction to that question. Watch this.
Back.
Did you ever indicate that you were proud of Trooper Proctor and wanted to buy him a gift?
Look at her. She laughs it off. I have a long-winded explanation for that one too. Don't worry.
Again, when things happen far back, I don't have the greatest memory in the world, and it's hard to remember.
Again, this is how you know you're lying. Go watch the 5150 testimony at my hearing. This is what liars do. People who are telling the truth just spit shit out, man. That's what you're going to hear from me on the stand. Just spitting shit out. Boom. Got your answer. Let's go. No long-winded explanation required. These people all require, this is a really simple answer. Did you or did you not offer a gift? And her response is
every little detail of your
gift.
So again, when things happen far back, I don't have the greatest memory in the world.
So she starts off with, it's a long time ago. I don't really remember. It was 2 years ago, but okay.
World, and it's hard to remember every little detail of your life that is going on. But I do remember vaguely the day that Karen Reed was arrested. I do remember being overcome with emotion.
So now we have explanations for this. Now we're getting to the explanation. These people are always overcome with emotion. Michael Proctor was overcome with emotion, which is why he had to say all those horrible things about Karen Reed. He was just overcome with emotion. The death of John O'Keefe made all of these people overcome with so much emotion they could barely function. All of them. And just look at her explaining this. Look at like that. That is the McAlbert still face right there. That face right there. Just every time they're caught doing something. Here's my 50,000 word response to this, trying to explain how this is normal. Why that's a normal thing. But go on. What else? So you're overcome with emotion because Karen Reed's arrested, and you had to offer a bribe to Michael Proctor, a thank you gift for that.
Michael Proctor, my Courtney's brother,
my
Courtney's brother, my friend, the person who took my friend's life.
Okay, so she's overcome with emotion because Michael Proctor arrested the person who took my friend's life.
Who I think took my friend's life.
Oh, notice she corrected that. The person I think took my friend's life. Really? How come you're not sticking with the whole she did it? Why are you saying I think she did it? Okay.
And I just remember being, you hear stories on the TV, you see, policemen making, policemen doing things like this. And when it happens to someone that you know and one of your friends, it's a lot. And I remember.
What is this word salad? So you see it on TV when police arrest somebody, and then it happens to one of your friends, and it's just a lot. So you had to offer him a thank you gift. This is insane.
Somewhat saying something of that nature. Like I don't remember 100% what it was. But I remember saying something, meaning that I was relieved that
she got a whole
arrested for the death of my friend.
Okay. So you were relieved that Karen Reed was arrested for the death of John O'Keefe. And your immediate reaction to this was to offer a gift to the lead investigator who arrested her, who you happen to know because you're very close with his sister. She used to be the annoying little sister, but now she's not annoying. And there's that. Okay.
And do you remember saying you were proud of him, or?
I don't remember specifically saying that, but I'm not saying that I didn't say that because
proud
of him in the sense that
you're proud of him.
He was doing his job. He was, you know, that he did his job, that he was doing.
So he was doing his job. So you wanted to reward him for doing his job. Did his job. And arrested someone within a couple days. Okay.
Doing his job, and he was bringing John's charges to John's killer. That's basically, I'm trying to just be
sure,
you know,
and
trying to just be what?
I was Courtney. I know that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And do you remember what Courtney's response was?
I don't, honestly.
She is so nervous.
And did you ever buy him anything?
No, I did not. Nothing.
Look how quick she's ready to. No, I never bought him anything. Nor did I get Courtney one.
I'll answer your next question. Nor did I buy Elizabeth anything either.
Oh, how'd you know that was gonna be the next question? She couldn't wait to say that. There was no gift. It was just an offer of a gift, but there was no gift.
Okay. Did you ever speak with Trooper Proctor directly regarding the investigation into the death of John O'Keefe?
Not to my, no.
Not to my.
Not that I can.
No, not that I can. What?
I don't.
What?
No.
What? What fuckery is this? Not that I. No. Either you talked to Michael Proctor about the investigation into John O'Keefe's death, or you didn't. How do you not know this?
Okay.
Not to my, nope. I'm proud of him. I'm so proud of you for doing your job.
Did Courtney ever provide you with information on the investigation into the death of John O'Keefe that you believe was not public?
No.
Even if it was perhaps about to be made public?
Oh, wait.
I honestly don't recall. I don't believe so, but I don't recall.
I honestly don't recall. Oh, you never recall.
Did you ever attempt to elicit information from Courtney regarding the investigation? I mean, obviously, it was your, your good friend.
Yep.
You know, there's a natural, and your good friend's brother is the lead investigator. So you know, it puts you in a position in the middle here that you know, I would almost view it as being human nature that you would
absolutely. But you know, I can answer you no.
No. Because that would be, I think, if I was in a position like that, I would have a difficult time not asking because it's, I think it's just almost fundamental human nature.
Right. But I also respect that it's her, you know, it's her brother.
Oh.
And I respect that, you know.
She wants to be professional. She wants to respect the fact she's just trying not to blur the lines here too much. She understands it's inappropriate for Michael Proctor to be associating with her. So she doesn't want to blur the lines. She doesn't want to make him feel uncomfortable. Even though the fact that you're good friends with his sister and his mother, and you go to their houses on holidays, is in and of itself inappropriate. I mean, this is insane.
How do I explain this? I also respect that you shouldn't. Things just have to be separate. Like they shouldn't. What? I wouldn't put that on her. I wouldn't ask that. Nor I don't know I don't know her relationship with her brother. The ins and outs of her relationship with her brother. What? I don't know.
She doesn't talk about that, or
about her brother.
Doesn't talk about
her and her brother are close, but I don't know what regarding his occupation in that. Like that wouldn't ever be something that would ever. I don't know. Like I don't know about that.
My God, she's so shady. She's such a liar.
Aside from your own curiosity, ever ask you to elicit information from Trooper Proctor or Courtney? Trooper Proctor's wife, Courtney, regarding the investigation. Did anyone ask you to try to find out? And given the fact that you have this sort of unique, position in the middle here, did anyone else ask you to try to figure out, what's going on, from Trooper Proctor?
No, I don't know who would have.
Well, I mean, there's obviously it was a big story. In time.
Still continues to be.
Right.
Yep.
And so, and it was, a prominent story, and there's obvious curiosities that and I imagine that if you were close to Mr. O'Keefe, then others that would also be close to Mr. O'Keefe. So it would be sort of a natural situation if any of them knew that you also were close with the lead investigator, that you would be be asked.
Now, I'm not close with the lead investigator, with his sister.
True.
Okay.
Yes, but if you were close with a close family member of the lead investigator, that there would
Right,
be, you know, some
but also-
possibility that questions would be asked of you to be asked of him.
Right, but also not all, if someone was to ask that, you can't just assume that I would do that.
Sure.
Which I wouldn't.
Well, that's why
not
we're
my,
asking
yeah,
you.
not my intention.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. You indicated earlier that you have never spoken on the phone with Trooper Proctor or never had any text message communication with him.
Never.
I think I honestly don't. The only thing, hold on, I just have to think for a second.
These people, oh my God. Either you don't.
The only thing that sticks out, and I do not remember if it was when I don't remember if it was a phone call, or I don't remember. Michael delivered the envelope to me.
Okay.
What envelope?
For the, where did I go? The grand jury.
Okay.
And not inside my home, outside of my home.
Oh, you remember that very well.
And-
Okay. He did not come inside the home.
He had to hand that to me. And then he also interviewed me along with his, a couple days after John passed away, he interviewed me along with his, what was the guy's name? Was it?
Say
Sergeant,
it.
you're
Yeah, him. Yeah. He interviewed me in my home, me and my husband.
She almost said it. She almost said 𝗵𝗂𝗄𝗆 again. She wanted to say it. She didn't want to say it. But so, yeah. And I remember that report is where Michael Proctor and 𝗵𝗂𝗄𝗆 wrote, following formal introductions, blah, blah, blah. So she was formally introduced to Proctor then, but she knew Proctor then. She'd already met Proctor. There was no need for a formal introduction because she already knew him.
Okay.
Along with him.
Okay. Prior to that, though.
So another meetup.
I mean, there could have been a time where like a funny picture could have been sent, like, you know, a funny picture could have been sent to, I'm talking like, I don't know. I don't know.
Did you have his number in your phone?
I honestly, maybe like years and years ago, I might like, I'm not, when I say years and years ago, I mean like, you know, years ago, like maybe 4, 5, 6, possibly.
Possibly? I
honestly don't remember because I know that like there was a funny picture of Courtney when she was younger. And I know that like maybe she sent it or maybe he didn't, but maybe she sent it because she would be the connection.
She would be the connection.
She would be the connection to the three of us.
So,
yep.
So there's a possibility. that there was-
Possibly, but honestly, nothing like communications back and forth, like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? Ever. Never, not 10 years ago, not
never
15 years ago, not a month ago, not a year ago, never. I don't have that kind of relationship.
No,
I never have.
not at all.
Okay. Are you aware that there's some reporting that there was?
Yeah. Well, so the reporting that you say, like that there was a text message in it or a message and it was empty or something. Okay. So from what I take of that, I'm not going to sit here and say that was that because I heard that as I was sitting in my living room on a television in a courtroom from someone talking into a microphone. So yes, I'm aware of what they said because I watched the hearing, but that's as far as I know. And there was 2 that were unfounded or I forget the word he used.
Sure.
So that's what I heard. Yes.
Okay. And that didn't jog your memory at all?
No.
Okay. And so do you currently have Michael Proctor's number in your phone?
I do not. I mean, I can check. I do not believe so. Contacts.
Yeah, check that out.
No, I do not.
You know?
Nope.
Okay. So obviously this is a situation where the defense is asserting something, you know, which you
and remember that she like looked for his number in the phone and she looks at me. She's like, honestly, I don't know. She's not. Remember that though. Remember.
Viewed in the hearing, and you have no memory of these text message communications. What we'd like to do, with your consent, is we'd like to look at your phone for any record of those communications. It would be narrow to just looking to see if we can recover or find the text messages that were referenced in court the other day. Because obviously, without having the material that was in the text messages, it leaves it up to speculation and interpretation what they were. I believe that they probably did occur because, I have a there's no reason to believe that they didn't occur if they're being, put forward in open court. So it's important, I believe, to try to figure out what was in those text messages, because in the absence of hard information, what they were, it is left for speculation, which obviously isn't a good thing given the situation.
Right. So I'm just not going to make this decision right now.
Okay.
I'm just going to talk to my husband and, but I mean, and get back to you because I wouldn't even know how to
Okay, well, so what it would, so you know,
Yep.
to make your informed
Yep,
decision,
yeah.
what it would be, we're not
Yep.
looking to dump your phone,
Okay.
which would be to extract all information from the phone.
Yep.
We're looking to look through the phone for communications with Trooper Proctor.
Okay.
And any group text message threads that you and Trooper Proctor are on
Okay.
together. And most,
I thought they were all cooperating with law enforcement. They're just like, I need to discuss this with Chris first. Why do you have to discuss that with Chris? There's nothing on your phone, right? That's the whole thing. Kearney, what are you hiding? What's this person hiding? What do you need to hide on your phone?
importantly, really the primary function is to figure out what was in those messages. Because you can see, obviously, in the absence of real information, people can say that they're anything because there's no information to the contrary. So finding them, I believe, or trying to recover them is well, yes, it's a good thing because, well, it's a good thing regardless because it's in the interest of justice, I think, to recover them because it is information, hard information, which is what should be presented, at court. So that is our purpose, and that is why we wouldn't expand it to other areas of your phone. But I think you understand the importance of recovering those messages. And that would be the ask. So I'm not asking for a decision right now, but if you can get back to us, we're speaking to your husband tomorrow. So that would be if you had an answer by then, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
And that's why we ask. We know that it's intrusive, but there's a significant significantly important to figure out what those messages were.
Understandable. Yep, I understand that.
Do you have anything that you think that we didn't understand or that you think isn't clear in the record in terms of the questions that we asked?
Nope.
Well, I mean, to sum it up, like to put what we just talked about.
Sure.
Oh my God! Why so many words?
Is a friend of mine. Michael is her brother.
Sure.
Years between us age-wise. He's an acquaintance of mine. That's just how it is. Elizabeth is an acquaintance of mine. Her parents are, it's just the whole. It's just Courtney, and it's
his mother calls you her second family. Her mother calls your children her second family. His sister calls your son her little buddy. That's what, like, this is insane.
just because she's Michael's sister doesn't, he's just an acquaintance. That's
okay.
What it is.
And I don't want to get too much into the actual homicide because we're narrowly focused on this relationship situation. But I really have not followed this case very, very closely. What is just the bare bones basis of your relationship with John O'Keefe?
What is my relationship?
Yeah,
yes, he was my neighbor.
With him? Okay.
Yes, he was my neighbor.
For a long time.
He was my neighbor for probably 8 years, maybe give or take.
And you became friendly with him because of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know him previously?
I did. I knew of his situation because, it was a big thing in Canton when his niece and nephew's mom died. And then, it was a sad time when at all. I had no idea who he was. And then he came in and did the good deed. And
so he does know who you are. That he meaning Trooper
Michael?
Proctor, right?
Does he know who I am?
Yes.
Of course he knows who I am. Yes, absolutely knows who I am.
Michael, yes.
Yep.
Okay. So just to clarify, we probably have already gone over this, but would you talk to Courtney about the investigation into the death of John O'Keefe?
Would I talk to her?
Yeah.
After it happened, how you doing?
Sure.
My friend passed away tragically. There's no way around that,
Sure.
And how's everyone holding up? Like stuff like that.
Okay. But in terms of the investigation or the the charges against Karen Reed.
No, and I really I wouldn't put anyone in I wouldn't put someone in a position like that. I just wouldn't put someone in a position like that. Anyone.
Okay.
You told his sister, you asked his sister if Michael wanted a gift. You already put him in that position. What are you talking about?
Because it's only natural, and I think that actually I'm pretty certain if I was in your position, I would be talking to my friend, about this circumstance. If one of my former neighbors and friends was apparently killed, and it just would, and it seems like it did kind of consume Canton. And you're kind of right.
Did consume? It is.
It is consuming Canton. So it seems like, seeing as though you're right in the epicenter of that, it's, again, it's kind of a human nature thing. If I was in your seat, I would be talking to Courtney about the case probably a lot.
Well, I can tell you I don't speak to her a lot about the case.
Right.
No, I don't.
No. And you didn't get the sense that she was sort of funneling information from
No, I didn't.
Proctor to you?
No.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I take a leak real quick. Don't go anywhere. Find something to watch. What do we watch here? What's this one? Congratulations, all. What's this
Better
one?
than everyone else and above everyone.
Doesn't last long enough. Hold on. I need like a 2-minute video. Watch this. Let's go. All right, let's do a quick walkthrough of the crowd, see how everyone's doing. How you guys doing? What's going on, brother? How are you? Good job. Thank you. Yeah, actually, I'll be right back. I just want to do a quick walkthrough just to get everyone here. I'll be right back. How's everybody feeling?
You're looking good, my man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr.
How's it going?
Look who I just bumped into.
Oh, I can't see. Oh, nice. This is the crowd out here today. How's everybody feeling? Good? 2 more hours. We can get a verdict today. We need a verdict today. How's everybody doing? Awesome. Man, look at this crowd, man. Look at this crowd, dude. Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Not guilty, right? Yes. How's everybody? Awesome. Hold on. Look at this crowd, dude. Look at this shit. How's everybody doing? Spirits good?
Hey.
We feel good. Not guilty.
2 more hours for not guilty. We got about 2 more hours. Tommy, how we doing, buddy?
Good to see you.
2 more hours, right? How's everybody doing? Look at this crowd. This is awesome. How's everybody doing? Hello. How we doing over here? How's everybody feeling? All right? This is awesome. 2 more hours. Not guilty. Not guilty. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. How's it going? Look at this crowd. Wow. Hello. 2 more hours to get not guilty. I'm feeling it. Nothing. I got nothing. I know what I'm saying. I got no insight. If I did, yeah. Hello. How's everybody doing? What's up, Brayden? What's up?
I just got here. Did she take a picture
Yeah,
of you and I?
yeah. I'm just doing a quick walkthrough of the crowd.
All right.
I'm just trying to get everybody on film. I'm just going to walk. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk down here and back, and I'll get you on the way back, okay?
I'm right here with the
I just
dog.
want to get the whole presentation here. Good luck convicting me. Anyway, back to this.
Okay. If there's nothing further, we'll conclude the interview and shut off the recorders. The time now is 4:43 p.m. Monday, March 18th, 2024.
But then she comes back the next day.
Okay, the body cameras are running, and we're on the record with audio and video recording. Today is Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. The time now is 5:56 p.m.
She looks in the
We
good
are
mood.
inside a conference room located in the office space of the Disabled Persons Protection Commission, conducting an audio. And for the benefit of the record, we interviewed you yesterday at Safely Said. During that call, you advised that you located Trooper Proctor's phone number in your cell phone.
Oh. Correct.
And also located 2 text messages from
Oh.
Trooper Proctor.
No, 1 text message from him,
Okay.
1 text message back to him.
Okay, so 2 text
2
messages
text messages
total.
combined between me and him. 1 to, 1 from.
Okay.
Yep.
So she went home and she's like, Chris, I told him there was no messages. And Chris is like, but there are messages. And what if they have his phone? So they probably have your messages. So they're probably seeing whether or not you're legit or not. So you lied. She lied to them the first time. And then she got home and Chris told her, like, no, you fucking idiot. They have her phone. They have his phone. So like, they know that you've messaged, dumbass. You got to be like, come up with some lie. What lie can you come up with? Well, say you add him in there as Mike instead of Michael, because that'll trick them.
And that those are both from after the death of John O'Keefe.
Correct. Yep.
And I then indicated, obviously, that we'd be interested in having another brief interview with you.
Yep.
And we already arranged to meet with your husband here today.
Yep.
So we invited you back today.
Correct.
For a second.
Yep. If I was able. Yep.
Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And you explained at that time, and maybe just for the benefit of the tape, you explained how you came to find Trooper Proctor's phone number in your phone and sort of the circumstances surrounding that.
Yep.
Could you just explain that again?
Sure. I was looking up a photographer from Canton, and he sometimes photographs my son's sports teams and does senior pictures, whatnot. His first name is Mike. I was looking to send him a text message about something. When I hit Mike, there was Mike Proctor, Mike 𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗀𝗃, who Mike 𝗕𝗺𝗃 is the photographer. And I said, oh, I do have his number. And
oh, okay. These people have a long, convoluted story for everything. I was looking up his photographer, and his name is Mike. And so I looked up Mike in my phone, and oh yeah, then he was in there as Mike Proctor. So he wasn't Michael Proctor, he's Mike to you now. That's interesting too. But I got news for you. If you go in your phone and I start looking up, I go in my phone and my contacts. I look up MI. I start writing Mike, MI. I see all these. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mics come up, and it says Siri found in apps 1, 2, 3 Michaels. So when I write MI into my phone, I got all sorts of fucking answers. I got Michael and Mike's. They all come up. That's it. But yeah, she like if you start looking, or you have him in there as Mike Proctor. So wouldn't you search? Why not just search the name Proctor on your phone, and then it'll come up, right? But you just search Michael. Oh, very specific. Bull shit. Bullshit. She went home and told them, I told them there was no text from Mike. And they're like, no, you dumbass. They have his phone. Remember? You can't lie to them about that. These people always lie, bro. And then they have some word salad explanation for why they lie.
that's when I immediately called you because I had his number. But when I was in the interview, I typed in McAlbert, which that's what I will call Michael Proctor, Michael, not Mike. And that's why it didn't pop up on my phone.
Okay.
When I was sitting in here with you guys.
Okay.
Because I typed in Michael, not Mike. And when you type in Michael, it's MICH, it's not MIKE. So even if you spelled out Michael, it wouldn't, the letters don't match up. So it wouldn't have popped up.
Okay.
And then I called you right away.
Perfect. Well, we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we'd like to do is we'd like to take some photographs, or maybe just document with the body camera. Excuse me, the contact and the text message.
Absolutely.
In terms of our ask yesterday to essentially look at your cell phone for any text messages with Michael Proctor,
Mm-hmm.
have you given any?
I haven't figured that out with my husband just yet. Okay. And I will be getting back to you tomorrow on that. Okay. But I don't see it being a problem.
Okay, because he did consent to that, and we ran several numbers from several numbers that we had from Michael Proctor through his sort of text message search, and we came up with nothing.
Yep.
So obviously we didn't do it right because he's saying that he found some last night or something. But
Who did?
He did apparently. But in any event,
So I'm trying to.
that's the scope of our inquiry. Just to reiterate sort of the scope. So
Yep.
he's familiar with it. It's just a matter of looking at the text messages for his information.
Okay, I'm just trying to find this now because ironically, when I type in Mike, it's not. I'm just trying to find out how I.
Did you have it into this Mike Proctor?
Got it.
But is that how you have it in?
Mike, yep.
Proctor, which is
McAlbert.
last name
𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗃𝗃.
And why wouldn't you look up Proctor? I just searched up Michael. Bullshit. And you would know he's in contact in your phone. You would know that. You would fucking know that. It's all over the news. There's no way you didn't know if Michael Proctor was a contact in your phone, stupid.
And 7272193.
Look at her try to talk her way out of this.
Is it possible that I can just write as I'm forgetting what the number is? Because it's coming up.
What do you want to write?
I'm not understanding what's going on right now. More results will be shown once messages are finished indexing. Could it be like a
Maybe actually. How many bars are you getting here? I've got 3.
2, 1, 2? Very,
Okay.
unless I do it this way.
Like when you guys search for a name in your phone, you write the whole name McAlbert. You wouldn't do that. You just start typing his name in. You just write. I would just be like, I'd go in there and I would just search MI Oh, there he is. Pops right up. Actually, when I search MI on my phone, the mics come up before the Michaels too. So you would see that before all the Michaels. It would be you just start typing it and oh, there he is. Bullshit. Bullshit, lady.
I'll get to it.
I'll get to it.
Sorry about this. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Oh yeah, just a regular mom, just a normal mom.
Okay. So this is text message thread, two text messages.
That's from, and that's my response back.
The first one, I'll read it just in case the body cameras don't pick it up. Hopefully they do. First is an iMessage sent Thursday, June 22nd. Doesn't say the year, at 4:57 p.m. And it reads, "Hey, hope you guys are doing the best you can during this bullshit. I tried going through your attorney to set up a date and time to speak with Colin, but he hasn't returned my calls or my office calls. Can you guys speak with Colin and see what day and time works for him to come in and talk to us? Take care." And you respond on Thursday, June 22nd at 7:02 p.m. "Hi, Michael. Same to you and E. It all really sucks. Hope the kids are doing good." Okay.
So, but they don't know each other. So how does Michael Proctor? So Michael Proctor texts you instead of, and is like, "Hey, we're trying to reach Colin and have him come in, and he's just not getting back to us." And you're the police, and Colin's an adult. So instead of just going and finding him, because you're the goddamn police, you text his mommy, who you have her phone number, of course, because you got it from your sister or whatever. And then she feels the need to enter you in as a contact. Were you already a contact at that point? And if you were, then how come you've never texted before? Do you guys have a lot of contacts in your phone that you've never texted with before? I don't. I add contacts as I text or call them. So what's up with that history there? Like this, they're so easy to catch these people in lies.
And keep in mind, I don't know if it means anything, but the check mark.
Oh yes, yep. And so you responded, or he responded with a thumbs up to your message.
No, well, he liked the message itself. He didn't give a thumbs up. Yes.
Okay. And just to make sure that we grab that, and then do you mind if I click on his contact?
Absolutely, go to it.
Okay. Info. Okay. Trooper Michael Proctor's contact is in your phone under Mike Proctor, and the phone number is. And that, do you know if that's his work phone or his?
I have no idea. I would have no idea about that.
Okay. And I'm wondering if I can click on this to find out like when this was, is the year.
Does it say right there or just the time?
No, just the time.
Oh, of course. Can I move it? Sorry,
Yeah,
I don't mean to be screwing you guys up.
Oh yeah, we want to be honest.
Right there.
6/22/2013.
No,
I'm sorry, 2023.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay. 6/22/2023. Okay. And I have to ask that, that does seem like a fairly casual statement, or a text message from, from a state trooper.
Hope your kids are good.
During this situation.
During this situation. So it suggests that there was a, friendly relationship to some extent to me. I'm not sure that I would say that to somebody who I was totally on.
Dude, this is interesting. I don't understand. Like the cops are onto them here. They know this is bullshit, and they're calling her out on the ear. And none of this. How did none of this come into trial? Did the defense get this shit? I don't know. This is odd.
Is that to what do you attribute sort of the casual nature of that?
The casual nature. Yeah. I believe that a lot of people at that time are and continue to be going through hell. It's not about being friends with someone. It's not about being close with someone. It's not about it because he is an acquaintance to me. From all accounts, he seems like a great guy, but to call someone a friend to me and to call someone an acquaintance is two different, levels to me. And I just think that he was trying to do something that he had to do based on his job, based on what his job is. And he had to try to get in touch with my son because the lawyer didn't return the phone calls. I mean, it sounds to me, it's just pretty cut and dry. And I would respond to him or,
They have a 1,000,000-word explanation for everything. Like that sounds real familiar. Well, yeah, we were just like going through a lot. And like, I figured he's going through a lot and like, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. You're all shady. All you people are shady. They come. Why do people think they're guilty? Because of this shit. This is not how innocent people act.
I hope kids are doing well. Like, hope kids are doing well. You know, just like So I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take that as someone I'd say to one of my BFFs, my best friends. I just take it as an acquaintance. Hope you guys are doing well. Also, I mean, given what has gone on the past 2 years, a lot of people are going through problems in their own problems in all different ways, and that's just the way.
And you don't remember how you came to get his number in your phone?
Oh, I would have, honest to God, no idea. No idea. No.
All right.
Nope.
Okay. You have any further questions about that?
I'm just curious how you had his phone number. You have no idea it wouldn't have been from his sister.
I'm assuming if I got his phone number, it would have been from his sister way back when. I mean, that's what I'm.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming. I mean, I honestly, like, I truly and honestly don't have the answer for that.
You way back when? So you got his phone number a long time ago? Why? If you don't know him, why'd you get his phone number a long time ago? Unless you called or texted him. Again, do you have any contacts in your phone that you've never contacted? I don't have a single person in my phone contacts who I have not called or texted before. Not one. I don't just put people in my phone randomly. They're like, I might call this person later. At some point, I called you. Now, I might not have called you in the last couple of years. You might be in there, but like, oh, that fucking guy, why is he still in contact? Whatever. Never going to talk to him again. But at some point, you get entered in as a contact because I contacted you. See what I'm saying here? Nobody puts somebody in their phone as a contact if they haven't contacted them. Period. That makes no sense at all.
Okay. One thing that came to mind overnight is has anyone come to you? Obviously your relationship with Michael Proctor and his family is obviously being discussed.
Correct.
In court, correct?
Yeah. So I hear. Yeah.
And so has anyone at any time during this come to you before we came to you, come to you to attempt to ask you any of these questions regarding?
Did I have discussed with you too?
Yes.
No.
Regarding your relationship with Michael Proctor and his family members.
Nope.
So to be clear, no members of federal, state, or local law enforcement have come to you.
I went to your house. I filmed myself ringing the doorbell and no one came. What is she talking about?
To ask any of these questions?
Nope.
No members of a defense counsel's team, including any private investigators?
No.
No members of the Norfolk County State Police Detective Unit or any other members of the Massachusetts State Police?
Absolutely not. Nope.
No other members of law enforcement?
No.
Nope.
And that includes attempts. So did anyone ever call you or come to your house and attempt to interview you in regard to this?
Since this last court hearing, where
not since the last court hearing. Since at any time. At any time during the pendency of this case,
regarding
Dono O'Keefe case.
Okay, regarding Michael.
Regarding your relationship with Michael Proctor and his family members. Okay, we're basically regarding, there are things that are being said in open court regarding your relationship with, or alleged relationship with Michael Proctor. And so no one.
So you're meaning like I'm walking out to as an example, I'm walking outside to my car and a private investigator walks up to me and starts asking. Example, I'm saying walks up to me and starts asking me questions. Like,
or you're talking, like that, or they call you on the phone.
They call me on the phone. No.
Kind of just like what I did the other day. I called on the phone. I introduced myself, stated my purpose that I was looking to investigate your relationship with Mike Proctor. Nothing like that has ever happened.
Nope.
Nobody has.
No one has reached out to me other than you, and then I reached back out to you.
Okay. And the reason I ask is obviously if a relationship is being discussed or an alleged relationship is being discussed in open court, to me, I'm not sure that I would make statements in open court without at least endeavoring to speak to the people that I'm making these statements about. That's why I asked. If I was going to be talking about somebody's relationship or alleged relationship, as an investigator, I would certainly at least have tried to talk to them about that to sort of get their side of the story.
Meaning,
like what I'm doing right now.
I don't think Alan Jackson. I don't get what point he's making here. Alan Jackson's not going to call her up.
Okay, but you're talking like, are you talking like the defense? Like I
was just explaining. Why I was explaining why. Excuse me. Why I was asking the question. Like obviously, there are people that are talking about your relationship.
Yeah. alleged
relationship.
Yeah.
But those people that are talking about that
Yeah.
have made no effort to talk to you about it.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
That's what I was.
100%
That's what I was
correct. Yes.
getting at.
Yep.
That you know, and the reason why I was asking is that obviously, if you had spoken to somebody in the past, then that would be a prior statement of yours regarding this matter, which would be relevant to our inquiry into your relationship. So, just wanted to see if you had made any statements to anybody else, private investigators, other members of law enforcement, etc. You know, regarding this particular issue regarding relationship with Michael Proctor, because obviously, it would only make sense to me that if people are talking about it in open court, there would have been some effort to investigate this by talking to you.
Yeah,
along the
but
way.
I wouldn't be as some person walks up to me in my parking lot, tries to ask me questions.
No, and I'm not saying.
Yeah. It's just like when I got your phone call, just like I said, I had to try to. I Googled, and I'm not gonna lie, because right now it's crazy town, and anyone can call and say anything on the telephone, and you just have to be aware.
I get it, and so I'm not saying, and obviously it would be totally within your rights to say no, that I'm not interested in talking to you. But at least if there was an attempt to speak to you, I could maybe understand a little bit more why statements are being made about your relationship.
Yeah,
with somebody.
I don't really know. But
anybody ever approached you during this case, not a member of the media, someone acting in some sort of an official capacity, and tried to interview you, and you just said no, thank you.
Okay, I'm getting really confused here. When we say when we say a member of the media or something, there was a time that I received a telephone call, but in my eyes, I wouldn't say this was a person of the media.
No, I'm not interested in the media. I'm not interested in the media.
Yeah, I called her on the show. I called her on the live show and left the voicemail. What is she talking about? Remember I called Julie Albert and left the voicemail? I was initially charged with intimidating her. She was one of my victims. They tried indicting me for her, but they never called her in front of the grand jury, so I was never indicted for her. So that one was null prost. But yes.
Not the media.
Okay, but it was no one that I spoke to. I mean.
So I don't want to confuse you.
Yeah, well, I'm very confused right now.
That's not my intention at all. Basically, if you had given any statement to anybody else in regard to your relationship with Michael Proctor, that would be something that would interest us, because it would be a prior statement of you. And so obviously, if your statement to that person different.
Can anyone find the episode, all you historians out there, where I called Julie Albert? If you can find that one, let me know. I'd like to watch that again.
From what you're telling us, we could then compare the statements, or if it was consistent, it would corroborate what you're saying. So basically, I'm just trying to figure out whether there are any prior statements that you've made.
Honestly,
it doesn't sound like there are.
No, I mean, I went in front of the grand jury a couple months after John passed away.
Yeah.
I think it was a couple. I mean, it was a couple months.
Yeah,
I believe it was a couple months after he passed away.
But were you asked about your relationship with?
I don't know. No, not at that. And to be honest with you, I was grieving the loss, of my friend. Like I don't even remember. It was a scary thing to sit up there, and
I get it.
It was very whatever.
And so, to the best of your knowledge, no one aside from us has attempted or actually interviewed you in regard to your relationship with Michael Proctor.
No. The only other interview I've had was an interview about the night that John died in my home with 𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗆.
Yep.
And we discussed yesterday.
She almost said.
Yep.
She almost said it.
And I'm sorry if I got confused, but it was an interview about the night that John died in my home with 𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗆.
She said it again. She almost said bukkake again. That's her natural. Listen to that.
Yep.
And what we discussed.
You in regard to your relationship.
She goes boo, and then she switches it to you. Watch this.
No. The only other interview I've had was an interview about the night that John died in my home.
I'm gonna put it at slow speed. Ready?
With 𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗆.
Yeah.
And what we discussed yesterday, an interview about the night that John died in my home with 𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗆.
Boo. She goes boo and then bew.
𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗆.
Bew. What's that? She says it wrong.
𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗆.
She corrects herself. She's about to say boo, and then she says bew. She did. I'm telling you, turtle is on her mind constantly.
Yep.
And what we discussed yesterday. And Michael. Yep. That's it. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I got confused, but
no.
Died in my home.
I think we clarified the confusion.
Okay.
very good. So you'll get back to us in regard to our request for.
I will call you
Did she really say that?
I got had was an interview about the night.
And so, to the best of your knowledge, no one aside from us has has attempted or actually interviewed you in regard to your relationship with Mike Proctor.
No,
okay.
no. The only other interview I've had was an interview about the night that John died in my home with.
The night John died in your home. Oh, she's saying that. She's saying, okay, she's saying that I was interviewed in my home. Okay, because obviously John didn't die in her home. Died in her brother-in-law's home. But yes, the interview was in her home, she's saying.
Buchanan.
Yep.
And what we discussed yesterday. Okay. And Michael. Yep. That's it. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I got confused, but
no,
you know.
That I think we've clarified the confusion.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. So you'll get back to us in regard to our request for the additional scrutiny of your phone. And if you can, that is one of the numbers that we plugged into your husband's phone. So maybe you can try to help him pull up that text message.
He's a rough one when it comes to electronics. He's
he's a rough one.
Did you do it too?
Well, I'm the one who did it. So it didn't come up for me for whatever reason, but you did seem to have some problems. I'm wondering if there is some sort of
because yesterday when I typed in, I'm telling you, when I typed in, it was.
I don't know. It wasn't coming up, but we're interested in collecting,
what
he has as well.
So when he gets home from his meeting tonight, I'll grab the phone and try to type in and see if I see anything and tell him.
But regardless, that was it. I appreciate you coming back in, and hopefully we'll be able to use the space if you and your husband come. The time now is 6:18 p.m. are activated, and this is
and then she's back again. So this is a couple weeks later. This is April 3rd now. She's back again.
Today is Wednesday, April 3rd, 2024. The time is 3:35 p.m. We are inside an interview room located within the Disabled Persons Protection Commission, located at 300 Granite Street. State your name, ma'am?
Julie Albert.
Okay. And this is the third time that we've met like this, right?
Yes.
Third interview for you. Just do a little bit of a rehash on how we came to get here. During your second, time to think about that. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Then during the second interview, which was the following day, we asked you again if you had considered our request, but you still needed some more time to think about it. Is that accurate?
Yep.
And then following that interview, we played a little bit of phone tag.
Yeah, I got sick.
You got sick, so there was some time passed. You were ill. We eventually reconnected back at the end of last week, Thursday of last week. We agreed to. You indicated that you had considered our request and were prepared to consent to the limited search of your phone. But that you were still ill and indicated that it would have to be this week. So we agreed to speak on Monday. And I called you Monday a couple times. Sorry to be a pest. And then you responded eventually by text. And we went back and forth trying to settle on a time. Ultimately, we decided on today at 3:30 approximately.
Approximately because your schedule opened up.
Yes. So anyways, that's how we got here. Is that sort of fair?
Absolutely.
Okay. And so you are prepared to consent to an examination yourself?
I am.
Okay. Is it my phone?
iPhone. Yeah, I think it's you need like the.
No.
Okay.
So she's gonna hand it over.
And then if April. Okay. All right. So what we'll do is we'll just get my numbers. Thumbs up. And have you found anything in the intervening time?
No. The only thing
is what,
to my knowledge, is what I called you back after our first interview.
Okay. And that was the one on the 2093 line, which is what I found here.
And you already photographed that?
And we already photographed this. But just for the sake of this, we'll do I thought I did in order to.
Hey, hope you guys, this is June 22nd, Mike Proctor. Hope you guys are doing the best you can during this bullshit. This guy with his swears during this bullshit. That's what he says. Hope you guys, I'm screenshotting that. Hope you guys are doing the best you can. He's so vulgar. Like, it's such a fucking, that's the way he always talks in all his messages. Fucking, this is all bullshit. These assholes, these douchebags. What bullshit? Me exposing his family's involvement in this, and he reaches out and I hope you guys are doing all right. There's bullshit, but this is just a business relationship. They're not friends. I try going through your attorney. That is not what an unbiased investigator says. I try going through your attorney to set up a date and time to speak with Colin, but your attorney hasn't returned my calls. I think that's 𝗵𝗄𝗃. 𝗵𝗄𝗃's not returning his calls. Interesting. Can you guys speak with Colin and see what day and time works for him to come in? Whatever he wants. Come in your own time, Colin. Hey, Michael. Same to you. And E. Just E, not Elizabeth. E. It all really sucks. Hope the kids are doing good. Yep, sucks. Yep.
And this is the one that we already documented last. We read that aloud last time in your second interview. So, and that was the only.
It's a good point. If they'd never texted before, wouldn't you? That's such a good point. Why wouldn't you be like, hey, it's Proctor, it's Mike Proctor? Wouldn't that? Isn't that always like? How would you know it's him? Right? It's Mike Proctor. That's interesting.
The only two text messages between this telephone and Trooper Proctor's number ending in 2093.
Are you asking me to say
I'm
this?
just,
Okay. I didn't know if I was
sort of reading that into to the record. There are no text messages come up between this phone and Trooper Proctor's number ending in 0165. Nope. No text messages come up between this phone and Trooper Proctor's number ending in 4991.
And by the way, Michael Proctor doesn't meet with Colin until July 26th. By the way, July 26th.
And no messages come up between this phone and Trooper Proctor's number ending in 5367. So the only messages on this phone were the two messages, one incoming and one outgoing, to Trooper Proctor's number ending in 2093. And there's a search the full.
See, if you don't do a Celebrate download, then all of this is meaningless, by the way. None of this matters if you don't do a Celebrate download, because it should all come up.
The body of the text were just the last four of these numbers.
You can just delete anything.
See if it comes up. Okay. And just the two messages with they need one ad or whatever else. One thing, and perhaps we didn't ask the question clearly enough, in terms of when we asked you about how often you communicate with Courtney, obviously that changed over time. The frequency changed over time. Like, you don't communicate with her today the same way that you communicated with her, at the same frequency that you communicated with her when she was a kid.
Oh, obviously. Yeah.
So maybe we didn't sort of get through, mine down, enough in terms of the, the specific time frames. Yeah. I think you indicated like that it varies a lot.
Yeah, it does. It's life. I mean, that's not, it's even, I can say that with my bestest of best friends. Like I can go like a month, 2 months without talking to them and then be like, oh my gosh, like my own uncle, like it's everyday life. It's what you have going on in your life. It's if the kids are busy, if then in turning the cube, and we're in different stages of our lives. Her kids are very young. Our kids are older, so it's there's no rhyme or reason. Sure. But compared to what you're asking, compared to like when they were younger, when they were, there was no cell phones back then. Like, do you know what I mean? So it would just be solely if my sister was involved back then, before cell phones, before anything. So if that makes
it does, and but in terms of like you babysat for her kids for
I helped her,
for some period of time.
Yeah.
And is it fair to say that was 2 to 3 times a week or so?
Twice a week. I would say probably it would end up being twice a week, but I will.
These are Courtney Proctor's kids. You babysat them twice a week.
I'll say that her parents are very heavily involved with her children's lives. And there were a lot of times when I'm like, oh, do you need any help today? And she'd say, oh no, Papa showed up, or oh no, BB's showing, her mother, they call it, is showing up to the house. So it was nothing like,
So what the Proctor grandchildren called their grandparents. Mimi and Papa, or BB, whatever, BB, what is it, Netanyahu, what they call, unbelievable. So you babysat Courtney Proctor's kids twice a week, but you totally would never do anything. You would never ask Michael Proctor, though, to do your son a solid. Not at all. Never.
you guys have to report to work. You know, it was nothing like, you know, sometimes like she, like if her parents, they're older, they would go away to Florida and she would say, oh yeah, could you grab Jack from school this day and grab Jack this day like that. But then another week, the parents could be coming home and it was a thing that the parents wanted to see the kids. So of course we don't need to. So yeah, in that.
But would you say that it was a situation where it was approximately 2 times a week?
Yeah, if I did it, it was no more than 2 times a week. The weeks I did it, no more than that.
Okay, and that one went on for approximately a 9-year period?
Oh God, I don't remember how long it went on for. I mean, I'd really have to think about how long. So her oldest is, no, I don't believe it was that long. I don't think it was,
Well, how long would you say it is?
Maybe like 2 or 3. Like, I don't think it would have been that long because her oldest is 10 or 11.
Yeah.
I didn't watch her oldest when she was an infant. It was more so her youngest son. And right now only, I think he just turned 6.
So he just went to school a year ago?
Yeah, so he's in first grade now.
So 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. Yeah.
But prior to that,
and then you got to take in consideration COVID because no one was going to any, like, I wasn't going to anybody COVID time.
Yeah.
So
I was,
yeah, it was,
yeah,
yeah,
sure
it was
you
prior to
weren't.
that.
Bullshit, you weren't going near anyone COVID time. The Alberts are infamous for disregarding COVID. Like Chris was like, ask anyone in Canton. They were Team Turtle Boy with that shit. Like, fuck COVID. That's what I thought of that. I'm not wearing your stupid mask. I'm not getting the jab. They were with me on that. That's why they liked me.
I went back, like I helped her out a little bit after COVID, but not like anything crazy.
okay. So it was not a regimented thing where.
Well, no, I mean, there were some weeks I knew like if they needed me, it would have been on a Tuesday, Thursday factor. Cause like maybe like one of those could have been Courtney's late day at work and her husband had to, by the time he got home, he couldn't be home. So it was like, but it was not like, it was not a full-time gig. It was not 5 days a week gig. No. It was, if it was anything, it would be Tuesday and Thursday. I know that specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then in terms of the time span there was it a situation where you were babysitting the oldest and then there was maybe a small break and then you started babysitting the youngest and then maybe COVID hit?
I don't exactly, like, I know, like, say in the summer, if I helped her out, both the kids would be home.
Yeah.
And Jack at one point was little, like he was maybe a year old at that point. So I would have both of them, but the majority of it revolved around like, if it was during the school year and they went to separate schools. So maybe like the little one went to a private school, Catholic school in Canton. And then the older one was at Kennedy. So like maybe the grandfather would pick up the older one at Kennedy. I'd have, and then, you know, like that, but it wasn't like, yeah, I mean, occasionally it would overlap.
The fucking word salad to explain this shit is just mind-boggling.
At them together, but the majority of it was the younger one.
Okay. Yeah. And so if you were to ballpark the number of years that went on like that, it was
couple, maybe
a couple.
Yeah. It wasn't like since it was like I never watched as an infant. I never watched as a toddler. I mean, maybe when she was like maybe 5, 6, if she came into the mix because of after school, some like, can you sit with both of them or can you know, like that? But you know, it's a while ago. It's just hard to remember, and I'm not good with dates.
Okay. So but during that period of time, would you consider yourself to be her primary non-family babysitter?
Yeah. I don't think other than her parents and no one else that I know of watched them. But yeah, I watched. Yeah.
And it was regular enough that you know, for at least that period of time, whatever that period of time is, which isn't totally clear. Yeah. There would have been, you know, relatively substantial communication, you know, just with the different, you know, schedules that had to be sorted out, like
with Courtney about her children.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so in that period of time, there was probably pretty heavy communication.
Yeah. Okay. Because and so, not heavy communication for that, just communication that she's a friend of mine. Like,
but I mean, the way that you just described it, like in terms of like, there could be a day where the parents are able to do it, but I don't know.
Oh, so you have to communicate.
Right. But the very nature of that requires pretty extensive communication just to manage the different schedules.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Okay, so during that period of time, that like because you would indicate that it varies, you know, how often you communicate with her. Yeah. You know, you could go months at a time. Well,
but during that time, absolutely, you have to. There would be no other way to do it. Or even like, if I was watching them and they're at work, she's a very involved mom. How are the kids? Like, did Jack go to the bathroom after school? How was pickup? Did they give you any? Just usual.
Because obviously and perhaps that was our issue, like not minding down on that, but like certainly it wouldn't be weeks at a time that would go by during this period of time when you're the primary babysitter.
No.
And that went on for some number of years. The exact numbers.
Yeah, but it's nothing like 10, like nothing like, because with the oldest, I never watched her. It was more so the younger one.
Just 9.
Who's 6 now, 6 or 7. I believe.
Just 9. Nothing like 10 years.
From infancy through the time that he went to kindergarten?
I would say around that, but infancy, no, she was home for a while. I would say more towards like 1.5, maybe. Like, he was Yeah, because I know she was home for a while. They had, between both their jobs, they were home a lot, and they just wouldn't have left like an infant. Some people just wait as long as they can to have anyone out of family help. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And so any other, am I not asking any other questions that you want me to ask in terms of like to further clarify your relationship with Courtney?
No, I mean, I not that I know of. I obviously, and then like, when COVID hit and the world shut down, like, I'm not saying I didn't talk to her, but that's the time when time can go by and your family's all home under one roof and you're all, in the house, like, everyone went through it. And so obviously at that time, like, you don't have to talk or text with someone on a Monday night about Tuesday. Do you need any help? So yeah, that's how things would have changed. But then there was sometimes that you can be sitting on the couch and be texting back and forth. There's no rhyme or reason that I can, you know what I mean? It's just,
what I mean?
And you recall, ever being on a text thread, with Trooper Proctor and Courtney, where she may have been talking about her son getting in trouble at school or something?
When he went to the Catholic school, he did get, I'm not gonna say trouble, but there were instances when you're in kindergarten, there were instances that went on or whatever.
Kindergartners don't get in real trouble.
Not trouble.
So in preschool, but they do something that's funny.
I don't, honestly, I remember, because sometimes I would pick him up and the teacher that would bring him out would say, oh God, there was a little incident today, like that. So I don't really remember if I was ever on. It's like, I remember specific stories when Jack was in kindergarten or Jack was in preschool at that school as well.
Sure.
So I don't remember, I honest to God, I don't remember that. I could have been, I could not have been, I don't remember. But I remember.
You have no memory of being on a text thread with both of them.
I'm just trying to think. I don't.
I can't. I'm just in awe over this. Like, a couple thoughts on this one, right? A friend of mine messaged me about this, and I thought this was good analysis. They said, oh my God, this 𝗵𝗲𝗄𝗏 interview, in 3 years of following all of this, this is actually the most shocking thing I've seen. It's just, this woman is so clearly lying. How did this not get brought to the surface? This has to help your defamation case. She's been to Michael Proctor's house for a social visit prior to COVID. I cannot. And I hadn't seen it. I go, she admitted to that? She goes, yeah, 111 on Melanie Stream. This is shocking. She claims she can't remember why she was there. In all my years of being a true crime fanatic, I have never, ever seen a police interrogation that was more disingenuous than this. She is so full of shit, and the things she's saying are so incriminating. I know Bev wouldn't let a lot of this in, but this seems so incriminating. My brain cannot compute. It's just like, did anybody else have that reaction to seeing this? Like, Courtney and Julie both said that the Alberts and the Proctors would have been at the same social event no more than 6 times. That was oddly specific. So they've definitely been together at least 6 times, or else they wouldn't concede that. And then she messaged me last night and she said, there's a friend of mine, a real friend, a friend I've had since 7th grade, actually. She says, I cannot get over this. I'm still listening. This is the most uncomfortable I've ever felt listening to someone talk. Who is this state police captain? And how did he not report back to the DA's office that this woman is clearly lying about literally everything? Or did he report it and it was kept quiet? It's so egregious. I just can't imagine that these 2 officers taking these interviews would just write it off as a nothing burger. I would love to be a fly on the wall in the Albert homes today. I'm sure everyone is pretty disappointed with Julie's performance. Do you guys agree with that assessment? Because this is a friend of mine who usually like isn't that fired up about shit, but she watched the whole Julie Albert interview and she just can't get over it. She's just like, what the like that? I agree with that assessment. I watched that and I'm like, that woman is lying about everything, and she's not good at it either. She's really bad at it. These people are such bad liars. Not like Brian Albert. Brian Albert's kind of stone cold liar, you know? But anyway, that's a woman protecting her son right there. That is a woman protecting somebody she loves more than life itself. Let me read some turtle chats here. And so tomorrow we're going to do sex call tomorrow night because I got shit to do Thursday. So Wednesday night we're going to do sex call. Okay. So making that announcement now. And that we will go over the other interviews on sex call. How about that? Okay. All right. Let me read some turtle chats. All right, let's oh wait, should we show these so we know that they're not fake? The fake ones for Nina? Let's see. I think they're fake. Okay, JM sends $10 and goes, continuing from this morning. No, I already read the one. Jody sends $10, goes, Turtle Boy was right. This fake message will self-destruct. You guys are so funny. Jen McCabe's dick sends $10 and goes, suck my dick, bitches. Okay. Easy. Jen McCabe's dick. Easy. JM Unza sends $10, goes, don't yell at me because I will attempt to manipulate you by crying. But please just look at one of your streams and how bad your head is covering the things behind you. Can't Trent's mom fix it for you? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. All right, next. Lynette Corolla sends $50. Thanks, Lynette. She goes, hey, Turtle Boy. I'm a real normal mom that never misses a live stream. I feel good after watching your lawyers in action. You're in the best hands, and I can't wait to see you walk out of the courthouse in victory. I'll have to fly out for that. Supporting you all the way from the West Coast. Love you lots, Lynette. I love you so much, Lynette. Thank you. You're too kind. I really appreciate that. Definitely not a turtle since $25 goes, this is definitely not Turtle Boy sending himself a turtle chat. I've never fixed a single fridge in my life. The real Turtle Boy would never say that. Checkmate, losers. There you go. Thank you. Turtle Boy's house sitter sends $10 goes, have you seen clips of Home Slice House sitting for you? Number 1 and number 2 on your X. Watch in that order. Yes, I have. They're pretty funny. Jesselyn sends $10 goes, just another one of your sugar mamas. Thanks, Jesselyn. Love you. Sarcasm sends $10 goes, can you get your digital forensic expert to look at the metadata of the clips and videos and prove they came from 𝗵𝗏? I don't know how that works. That's might be a little above our pay grade, but good question. I don't know. Roxanne sends $5 goes, hi, Mr. Turtle Tits. My boyfriend is watching right now, but can we tell him to turn the TV off for a little so I can give him a blowy real quick? What? My boyfriend is, so your boyfriend watches Turtle Boy and you want him to stop so you can blow him. You can just give him a blowjob during the show, you know? Yeah, you'd be a great girl if you did that. Be a good girl for daddy. Go suck his dick during the show. Be a good one. Thank you. Next. Andrea sends $5 goes, Unc, what is the source that she was the nanny for 5 years? The source is her. The source is her. So there's that. Yeah, we're in a meeting. Yeah. Next. Chrissy sends $5 goes, first turtle chat because Turtle Boy is right. Yes, ma'am. Don't email my name or email. Don't say my name or email. Says this reminds me of her. Yup. What's that click link? Usually I don't do this because it's like one more thing. But yeah, okay, yeah, I got it. Thanks. All right, next. Elizabeth sends $15 goes, hi, Turtle. Although it's just plain obvious, Jen, Julie Albert, and Mike Proctor had each other's numbers. At one point during the interview, Julie says Michael Proctor, because that's what I would refer to him as, Michael. And then he found him as Mike in her phone. That's a good point. I picked up on that too. Right, Julie? Right? The guilt is so apparent. It's beyond outraging to watch. Free Turtle Boy, free John O'Keefe. Thanks. Fake Turtle Chat sends $10. Goes, Mike Crawford is gay. No lies spoken. Absolutely. Allie from Iowa sends $10. Yeah, $10. It goes, I apologize. I'm behind on the live stream. I've never joined in on the chat, but I listen to most of your shows. Not a hate watcher. I look forward to your show each week. This is my first Turtle Chat to give a big F you to Crawford and prove him wrong. Hashtag Turtle Boy was right. Yikes. Crawford's taking it in the chin. Getting a Genduso right in the face. All right. Greg Reynolds sends $5. Goes, don't have to read, but I fucked up the poll and said I was hate watching. $5 seems like an appropriate fine. What did that poll end up as? Let's see how the poll ended up. The poll ended up 89% say they're not hate watching. 11% say they are, but 5,300 people voted, which means, I mean, that's hard to say I'm fake. If the audience isn't fake, but the people are voting, the audience is not real. We've had like, what, around 6,000 and 5,300 people voted. Okay. How about that? Next, Lisa sends $20, goes, hey, cheese dick. I'm repeating what May the Force be with you just posted in your chat. If John died in the morning, why does Julie keep saying the night John died? I don't think that's a good point. Because he died at night. I mean, technically it was the AM, but it was the nighttime. Come on. Paula sends $25, goes, can someone... Yeah. Can someone explain to me what I missed between Melanie and the jerks? You didn't miss anything. No, you missed nothing. There's nothing to inform you on. So I don't know what that means. So thank you, Paula. She goes, please, I missed something. Keep fighting. Yeah, you didn't miss anything. There was no, Mike's lost his mind and Melanie was talking about it. That's all. Let me see if we have any cash apps here. Okay, Hillary sends $5 and goes, or $25 and goes, Turtle Boy was right. Sending love from Ocala, Florida. Well, thank you, Hillary. I appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Sends $5, goes, another fake donation. Oh. Crystal sends $5 and goes, I say Turtle Riders do a repeat rolling rally, free Turtle Boy. I can't endorse that because I'll get in trouble, but that would be funny. That would be funny if that happened. Let me read some. Let's bang through these. New members. That girl, what's her name, is a new member. Welcome aboard. Boris is a hate watcher. Obsessed much? Yeah, we have a lot of hate watchers. Miss Jackson says Mike has 3 viewers right now on Facebook. And I think he's talking to Kate Peter. Yeah, nothing else new. Asherin Fish says, listen, Turtle, all right. You were warned not to make any such fun of our criminal justice system. You don't listen. Now we all hate you. Sorry, not sorry. My bad. Sunny in Naples says fake viewing for 9 months. Great to see. Also fake watching is Central Mass 508. 4 Cats Chrissy says, I actually put together the same places that Grant has. I get conspiracy, but do you really with them? Silencing you is far off. Keep digging, my friend. Okay, thanks. White Diamonds 480 is a new member. Welcome aboard. Alexandria Gonzalez is a new member. Welcome aboard. Diana is a new YouTube member. Enjoy the flight. All super chats are from Nan, says Lauren. Okay. Maybe she's doing them all. I don't know. Call them right now, please. Call who? Carla is a member for 7 months. Welcome aboard. Wait, she just had no comment there, but she's a member for 7 months. Okay. Guaranteed a troll runs out of here and into his chat to say that you're watching. Probably. I'm sure he knew. Hey, Crawford, wherever you're watching from, says Boston 2 Banger. Okay. Please replay the clip where Crawford farted. That's a big hit. I know. Did Crawford get a prison haircut? A little more like a Nazi haircut, kind of, you know? Like Herman Goring was his barber or something. I don't know. Susie Q is a YouTube member. Welcome aboard. Careful Crawford said it was you. Show up his house, will spray you with a hose and cover his yard in dog shit. We'll see. Free Turtle Boy, says the good ones. Thank you. I admire you, Dr. Daddy, says Mia Sweet Cakes. Oh, thank you, dear. All you do is for free speech and justice is courageous. I always got your back. Thanks for being a real one. Well, thank you, dear. I appreciate that. And thank you for gifting a membership. Congrats to the winner. Hillary KDS K8, member for 2 months, says the state police interviews came out this weekend. Why and how did these interviews become public and why? I don't know the answer to that. That's my question. That's unanswered. These are folks. What did they FOIA to get these? It's unclear. Hillary gifted 5 memberships and then make that 6. So congrats to the winners. And don't forget to re-up. Attorney O'Leary says she never refers to Proctor as Mike in the 3 interviews with troopers. However, she has him saved in her phone as Mike, not Michael Proctor. Bullshit. I'm with you on that one, girl. Turtle, your bus stop live this morning racked 18,000 viewers. Crawford's delusional. I think I got more than that, but yes, a whole bunch. And then Hillary gave out 10 more memberships. Wasn't she nice today? Know Thy Enemy says, is it me? Does Julia Albert look like Droopy the dog cartoon character? She very much does. And now I can't unsee that. So thank you. And then Hillary gave out 5 more memberships. Holy shit, Hillary. Thank you. And Gray Space says, hate watching and hate paying for this YouTube presentation membership. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the hate watches. Let's refresh the turtle chat, see if we have any more. If we spin it again. Anything else? No, we're good. Awesome. Cool. All right. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night. We will see you guys all tomorrow at 9 o'clock. No Bus Stop Live. I am going on Will's for a Petty Stream fundraiser for the Legal Defense Fund. So, should be good. Go, subscribe to the Glare if you haven't already. We got to get them over 50,000 subs. Let's do it tomorrow. And thank you for the 20 memberships, Jack, on the way out. I appreciate that. Congrats to the winners. Holy shit. Okay. How about that? Hopefully 20 random people that lurked, one out at the end. At the buzzer, Jack at the buzzer. Okay, cool. All right, guys, we will see you then. Turtle Boy was always right. And, don't forget, guys, to brush your teeth. PC bump grease, outie.
Tick, 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 boom. Tick, 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 boom. Tick, 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 boom. Pressure bill, detonate. Tick, boom. Too late now, can't moderate. Tick, boom. Just give me flash. Let's go. Everybody talking, nobody compose. You should have just let me be, but nah, you knew what I do. Who I am. You know who I am. Tick, tick, tick. Bobbing and weaving where you telegraph hate. Flashbulbs pop every time I breathe. Whole world watching. Enjoy no front row seats. Say my name, watch the algorithm screen. Turtle Boy. You drama sales on the fumes of my pike tails. Free clickbait for all the mirror ultimate bum for town clownies. Better all town clownies in the cheap seats. I built this house, you built noise, I built proof. Woo. Time to raise this roof. Time to expose the hard truth. Now the spotlight stuck on you. Oh, po baby boo. Tick, 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 boom. Truth hit the wrong. Stand clear. Tick, boom. Funny now, they fear. Tick, boom. Flashbulbs, no escape. Tick.